What is up, everybody? Welcome to 23.3. This is our very last Friday of Friday Night Lights. We are super pumped. We have a fun and interesting workout this week. So you might see some very quick workouts. You might see some up to 12-minute workouts. So this week's workout, we have a 6-minute time cap to start out with. So the athletes will have wall walks. You have RX and scaled like we normally do. So they'll have 5 wall walks, then 50 doubles or singles, and then they're going to roll into 15 snatch at their starting weight. And then they're going to go back to the wall for 5 more wall climbs, then back to the rope for 50 dubs or singles, and then they have 10 snatch at an increasing weight. If they get done with that in that 6-minute time cap, it buys them 3 more minutes. So then their new time cap becomes 9 minutes. So in these heats that you see today, the way our lanes are set up, you will see that the first lanes that will be like right in front of where our camera will be, that you will see in a minute, those will be your RX athletes. So those are athletes that if they buy in, get that 3 more minutes extra time, they're going to be doing strict handstand push-ups as another skill, and then their doubles remain the same, and then the snatch increases in weight each time. So if they make it all the way through to the end, they will have made it through a good bit of strict handstand push-ups, a lot of doubles, and increasing in weight snatch. So lots of athletes super pumped. They like this one to end out the open. And then, like we've mentioned before, a lot of our reboot athletes a little bit nervous with that snatch of all the lifts to throw at you. We did have that heavy thruster, but snatch is one of the most technical ones we have. So you will see a lot of athletes hit their first snatch, maybe. So we have big heats coming up. To start out with, it always starts out a little bit slower as people have to get off work and come in. When you really want to make sure, if you can't tune in just yet, 5 usually is the hype time. Anywhere from like 4:10 to 5. Our last heat of the night will start at 5:35. So each heat is 12 minutes, and then there'll be a little bit of a buffer time to swap up with that. We'll have some different friends in here tonight. I'm sure we will have another installment of Free and Lee coming up. They have some topics to talk about this week that came from you. So make sure you stay tuned when they hop on the screen and cover your topics. And if you have any more suggestions for what you would like them to talk about, make sure you drop it in the comments below. As far as heavy hitters for tonight, your gymnastics people are going to be pumped, and your people who can snatch heavy. So we have some people who are going to be proficient at those wall walks, but then that snatch might be a little bit of a challenge for them. We had a lot of athletes crush it this morning in our main morning classes, and they did absolutely phenomenal. Some people got their first wall walk. Some people hit a snatch for the first time. So always in the open, as the spirit of the open is, you see PRs happen all the time. People learn new skills. And people grow to love a barbell. So that's always fun to see in the open. We'll have, I think Andrew might be joining us in just a minute. If you are watching and you haven't shared, make sure you share our channel. So you can share it on Facebook. You can share it on Instagram. Instagram stories will let you put a link in the Instagram story, so you can share it there. And then make sure you like and subscribe, and then ring that notification bell. That way you know every time we go live, just like this. And if there's anything else you want to see from our channel, so we've had these every Friday night. Tons of feedback on our live streams on Friday nights. People love it. Love getting to be a part of the action, even if they can't be here. So what are some things that you would like to see? We would like to know that too. Informational videos, sit-down talks with athletes, more Free and Lee. We also have tonight Lee Hanby and Steven Sawyer are going head-to-head for this workout, and we have a poll on Instagram trying to figure out who's going to be the winner of that one. So maybe create some new ideas as well. So that will be a blast. Once we get those heats started, so our first heat will be at 3:10. It's 3:07, so we have a few minutes before we get started, and we will have, looks like, Adrian Milliken. He will be doing the RX version of this workout. Brett Neighbors, Leanne Still, and then Jamie Bolin. So Jamie Bolin will be one of our Masters athletes who will do very well. Leanne will do well as well, one of our scaled athletes. think Andrew might be joining us. He will be going at, looks like 340, maybe?
Yes.
340.
Right around there. And our first 2 heats, correct me if I'm wrong, are pretty thin. We have about 4 or 5, maybe 6 athletes in the first 2 heats. And then after that, Friday Night Lights will absolutely kick off hard. Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. Full heats all the way throughout the evening. And the cool thing about this workout is it's 6 minutes, and we add 3 minutes every time you progress. If you make it. Most athletes are going to be 6 to 9 minutes, which means we can run heats pretty quickly.
Yep.
So instead of being done like last week at 7:30, 4-hour stream, we're probably going to be done in the 5 o'clock range.
Time for you to go eat some dinner.
Yeah. Some Red Robin.
Woo.
I mean, yeah, keto. I mean, wait.
Right. Hamburger. That's keto.
Red Robin.
Red Robin.
But yeah, so we're going to have an absolute blast. The cool thing is we actually have comments. Oh, this is weird. Right here. So Candace has beautiful eyes, and she can see really well, which means she can read those.
Yeah.
And we'd love to have them.
Who's ready for 23.3 is your main question on there.
Yeah, if you will, let us know how many folks you think are going to make it, and if they do, because we had Cam this morning get to the 185s. He knocked out the strict handstand push-ups, had an absolute killer time with it. But that snatch proved a little heavier, so he's back here tonight. He may go tonight. He talked about his traps being blown up. Now, he said himself that he didn't warm up. With our athletes, if you do the warm-up that we recommend, you're going to be blowing up your upper body because the strict handstand push-ups and wall climbs are so powerful.
Yeah.
You can't go into there expecting, like the other 2 workouts, you could start and warm up. Do cow row. This one you can't.
This one has no warm-up, it's shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Especially if you're somebody on dubs that flexes through your
And those athletes will be able to shoulder, 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 and go directly into the power snatch and catch, if they make it, 185, 225 with stability and ride it out. So it's going to be, if the folks that make it, it's going to be very exciting, very, very fun, very cool. So I'm going to step out, give it back to Candace, and it looks like Leroy's here. So he's going to hop on camera here in a second, and I'm going to go finish taping up, getting all these athletes ready to rock and roll, get the music on.
You're going
get
quick.
Josh, and then we'll roll. Yeah. So we get started in what? Now.
Yeah,
let me go get started.
Bye. You got to go get a camera. Yep. So like we said, we have four athletes kicking it off in this first heat. So Adrian Milliken, Brett Neighbors, Leanne Still, who historically in every open has been first heat of whatever our FNL first heat is. And then Jamie Bolin. So these guys will get in here, show you how it's done. This morning I know we probably had 3 or 4 scaled athletes that completely finished it. So the workout itself is 4 reps. They have what's called a tie break time. So every time you finish one of your sets of snatch, you write down the time. That's their tie break time. That way, if you finish all of your reps or if you tie with somebody else, your tie break time is faster, you win. So first heat is kicking off, sounds like right now. Getting ready to go.
I know one thing. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but that door is very squeaky. Well, hello, everyone.
I have your headphones. Backpack.
Welcome to the show. Today is a fun workout. Obviously, Andrew and Candace have probably talked about it. But now I'm here, so I'm going to talk about it as well. This is a pretty gross workout. For 90% of people, it's going to be a 6-minute sprint to get as fast as you possibly can, or get as far as you can. But with this, there's a lot that goes into it because obviously the numbers themselves are not super high. I mean, you're doing 10 wall walks, 100 double unders, and less than 30 cleans. So there is kind of a, not a ton of volume, but it is a lot of volume in one place, being your shoulders. So that is going to be the taxing place for this entire workout. We had a few people do it last night, and that's the only comment that they had is, you better get your shoulders ready to go. So if you look down, you got Adrian doing his right now, so you can see he's moving through some snatches. He would be a good one to tell whether or not your shoulders are going to get pretty taxed pretty fast. I'm glad that he's going to the first heat.
He said his big thing he was going to focus on, because he loves snatch. Any workout with snatch is going to be in his wheelhouse. But he said his biggest concern was staying calm on doubles for him.
Yeah, for me, a lot of people are worried about, the wall walks and the handstand push-up. For me, I'm more worried about the double understanding thing. Because people say, just rest during double unders. I cannot rest during double unders. It's just one of those things that just spikes my heart rate extremely high. And for some reason, I can just not get it under control. So we'll see how today goes. Hopefully it goes pretty well.
What is your max snatch?
Power or squat?
Power.
235.
Okay, and what's top out of this one today? 225?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had 225 yesterday.
But you're allowed to squat snatch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had 225 yesterday on a power snatch.
Nice.
So, feel pretty happy with
Okay.
it. Whether or not I'll get there or not, we will see.
I just want to make it. My goal today is make it to the strict handstand push-ups and just see what happens, because I don't know if I can do one.
See, I have this really bad habit of watching, obviously, Rich Froning. He released his video of him doing it. And he said, yeah, I'm going to go unbroken on the handstand push-ups. I'm like, yeah, me too. Duh.
Right.
That's the only way to do it. But he also was to the third set of handstand push-ups before the 6 minute, or the second set of handstand push-up before the 6 minute mark. So there's
that.
That's a little factor in there.
There's that. Did you tap and go all the snatches?
No, he actually did singles.
I will say, so strategy-wise on that one, I will tap and go some of the first weight, because that one's not going to jack my heart rate up. But the second one, I will probably do all singles.
Now, I will say this. The first weight is definitely, I think it's a trap weight. Sure.
Yes, don't let it bait you.
And I think because I watched these videos earlier, I'm getting some tips from that. But
there we go.
You can see if you are comfortable with snatch and 185, or was it for females, 125?
I think so. Yeah.
185, 125. Obviously, that's not a very light weight for a lot of people. So if you really want to, if you plan on getting to those weights, you can see Brett fell off the wall there in his wall walk. Oh man, that is this is gonna be a fun workout. Mixing in some squat snatches here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe at 135. My plan is to do singles on all the 135, but the last 3 maybe squat snatches.
Okay.
Because obviously I don't know how 185 is going to feel after doing all this. Obviously fresh 185 feels pretty snappy.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Love it.
Same thing with handstand push-ups. For me, strict handstand push-ups really aren't a big issue, I would say. But again, this is 20 in a row after doing a lot of work within a very small window. Mm-hmm. So
we see Adrian doing singles.
Yeah, great strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any other strategy to go besides single at 135. Maybe someone like Martine, who can move a barbell very, very efficiently. He would probably be the one person I would see go touch and go on these.
Yeah.
Maybe Andrew. I think Andrew's focusing more on the handstand push-ups.
Yeah.
So I think his goal is probably to do singles as well. Yeah. It's kind of like the first workout. Nobody really plans on going touch and go.
Yes.
Because there's really no need to. Because you can get under that 6 minute window just doing singles.
Yeah, where you see tap and goes is somebody who messed up on their doubles a handful of times and have to make up that time just to get there.
So you see Josh got that weight ready. Adrian looks like he finished
Let's see.
those. So he is moving on to the 185-pound barbell. And Adrian, although he looks like he's 25, he is one of our masters athletes, but didn't quite make the cutoff for the kipping handstand push-up standard. So he is also going to be doing that strict handstand push-up standard. You can see he is in no rush to get there. I remember him telling me, I think it was last night, he said he would just be happy if he can get into them. So that's super awesome. See, Leanne, one of our skilled athletes, knocking out her hand release push-ups.
Felt that camera on her. She thought about a rest break.
Yeah. Can't have no rest breaks when the camera's there. This is a strategy that you'll see a lot of, especially when it comes to, I think, the second set of wall walks, personally. You'll have that, you just hit, the ground, let those hands relax, and then go back into it. Try and get as much fatigue out of those shoulders as possible.
Yep, so skilled version of that, hand release push-ups, which, yep. So Adrian right there, on that handstand push-up, your heels have to be on that wall at lockout. So he's going to take a breather for a minute.
This standard's pretty bad. The new standard is a 30-inch line 10 inches away from the wall, and some part of your hand has to be on it. So obviously, it's a little bit different because before we had a 24 by 40 inch box, your hands just had to be in. And so now it is a much, I don't want to say harder standard, but it is a little bit different.
I will say what's nice though is the picture that they put out of a part of your hand can literally be your thumb.
Yeah.
So that's nice. And cool thing about the format of this, so Adrian got done. I think I heard Soph say 2 minutes left. So if you complete it, you get those 3 extra minutes, but you do not have to wait until that 6 minute mark. So he's already into it before the other athlete, and Leanne is too, because if she's on push-ups, she's in that second set as well. Yep.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting workout, to say the least. Because it can be a 6-minute workout, it could be a 9-minute workout, or it could be a 12-minute workout. Fun fact, I don't know if we had anybody do it this morning, but if you do foundations, which is bear crawls, jumping jacks, and barbell snatch, you do a 12-minute 4-time workout.
Oh, wow, I did not know
So
that.
they don't have you buy your time. It is just 12 minutes you're working.
Yeah, no, I don't think we did. The only athlete that I could think of, Lisa, I know she got a skilled wall climb this morning, so.
That's super cool. It's awesome.
I had one athlete at 5 a.m. come up and ask if he could go first heat so he could be done in 6 minutes and go home and go back to sleep. But he ended up finishing the entire thing skilled. So that's cool. Oh, man. So that right there is what you're going to see a lot of happening. Those shoulders are shot already. And the standard of those is no other part of your body can touch the wall, right?
So from what I read, it's kind of a gray area. Obviously, the only black and white that we have is that the only thing that can touch the wall in the handstand push-ups is your feet.
Your heels.
Okay. And one thing I'm really kind of worried about with the handstand push-ups, because it is a harder movement, I'm worried about the back of my head hitting the wall. Because you know how you have that arch,
yes,
and you go hit this position?
And I think that's what they're trying to keep out, honestly, by having that, people doing that arch.
It's not good.
I know. Cam did him this morning, and I made sure he knew that because he gets super close. But he also stays fairly straight up and straight down, and he was fine.
What did he get this morning?
He got into the heavier snatches because he was missing them. That's why he's back.
No, yeah. I'm going to beat him. I'm not worried about it.
Look, we got a what's up, our first let's go. Hey, Summer Stevens. So Summer Stevens is the most amazing person on the planet. She is at home with my babies. They usually come, I'm about to tell myself. So was there a torrential downpour wherever you were today at like noon-ish, or would you?
Oh, it was awful.
Okay, so but it lasted like what, 5 minutes,
Maybe.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I left my house with my middle one, Finley, and our dog because he ran down the road, and so I put him in the car. Had to go get some feed for my chickens, and we're on the way back, and it's raining. It blew my trash can smack dab in the middle of the driveway, and then I made a poor decision thinking it hadn't rained that much, and my car is currently stuck in my front yard.
Nice.
Didn't tell Andrew that yet.
That's okay.
But now my babies aren't coming, but Summer is the most amazing nanny, babysitter, friend ever. So she is with all the babies tonight. Let's see. Nicholas. I can't see your last name, Nicholas, but it says, hey, Lee, looking good.
Thank you.
What's up,
Wow,
Corey? Corey Witt says, hey.
Corey Witt. Hello,
What's up,
buddy?
Corey? That's awesome. Got your first fan.
Now that we have all this stuff where we can combine everything, we can see all the comments. I'm glad that I'll actually be able to reply to some of y'all. Caleb reached out to me, Caleb Andrews, after the first week, and he said that he was commenting, but I never saw it because it was on Facebook.
What's up, Ray? What's up, girl? Ray works out CrossFit Pell City. I'm sure she's already crushed it this morning. Or no, actually, she usually takes it on at night too, so she might be going tonight in there. I think they have Friday Night Lights as well. What up, Shay?
I like your name, Shay.
What up, Shay?
Man.
These are awesome. I love being able to see the comments. So we got the comments on the screen if everybody else can see them too. So
Yeah,
say
down
all
at
the nice
bottom.
things.
Yeah, don't say anything bad. What's good?
Did you get to see any of your topics for Free and Lee? How did people respond to your story? Because you had it on your story too.
Yeah.
Right?
So funny thing. I posted it and thought that I tagged CFT.fit, but Sophia made me aware that I did not. But I told her to post it on the CFT.fit story. That way it could get a lot more comments. And apparently nobody cared.
Yeah.
So I have all the questions. I have a lot of questions from Josh and Tim that sent me. Jill sent me a question that I'm not going to say because she told me I had to talk about it, so I'm definitely not going to talk about it now.
I love her.
And then, Jill, if you're watching, I really hope that you are. I'm not talking about whale, just so you know.
Whale.
It's an inside thing.
Like
So-
talk like a whale?
No, like the artist Whale. Well, I call him Whale. I think it's Wale. I don't know.
Is
I
that
don't-
like, what kind of music is that?
It's like hip hop music. I guess it's hip hop.
Maybe I just don't. I'm not good at knowing artists a lot of times, but I
Well-
know music, like their music.
I call him Whale, and I'm going to continue calling him Whale because that's his name. And then Elena, shout out to Elena, she sent me probably 50 questions today.
Wow. Today?
Yes, today. So we will be answering those
Let's
here
see.
later. So it will be an exciting time.
Let me pull up. Let's see.
So next heat is started right here. You can see we got Josh front and center going in our first lane.
Hot man on the mic.
Yes. So you can see he's starting his double unders, kind of just moving through those sets. You can see he's trying to stay as relaxed as possible, kind of keep that breath under, trying to keep the heart rate down as much as he can. Because I know that, especially going from you're amped up, ready to get the workout started, into 5 wall walks where you're not going to breathe because it's the start of the workout, into 50 double unders where, again, you're not going to breathe, the heart rate is going to skyrocket in the first minute, I would say. So it is definitely going to be something to look at. So you see he's trying to catch that breath, just stay calm, cool, and collected.
He should do fairly well on this one, though.
Should.
He really should. He'll crush strict handstand push-ups. Up until probably 2 years ago, he could not get. Like, strict was his jam, so he'll crush those. Snatch. He has a very strong snatch as well. There's Allie. Allie knocking out the scale version.
Got Morgan Bonds doing the same thing. Looks like she's knocking out the RX version.
Soph helping her on that bar return. So it being a power snatch, full snatch, it comes from the ground, but she doesn't have those, I guess you would call it regulation size, 10-pound plates on there. She has 5s for what her bar is. So Soph was making sure she didn't go all the way to the floor.
Yeah. Let's see, Corey.
So Corey Witt, when Andrew is on the floor, Corey has been our go-to man with that camera, and he absolutely crushes it. The man needs a camera in his hand.
So Morgan Bonds moving through her double unders.
Taking a breather.
This is going to be one of
Atta
the
girl.
6-minute workouts right here.
Yeah, if those doubles get you, you're in trouble. Check this combo out. So that is a mom-son, and let me tell you, she's going to keep him to those standards. Real strict.
That's right.
Real strict. He is one of our youth weightlifters as well. But Christy, one of our reboot coaches, and then that is her middle son, Layden. He does youth weightlifting, and I asked him, this is really cool, so I asked him yesterday if he was going to do this next year. I guess he decided he was going to do it this year.
Yeah.
This is his first one, I believe. Super cool. So, and there's Ruby back there. She's one of our rock star young athletes that comes in. She does the open each week. She does reboot workouts every day and gymnastics.
She's got her bar ready.
She's got her bar. Look at her. She's ready to go. And if you want to watch what almost perfect form looks like, that girl works on her form. Her mom is Bridget. She's also one of our awesome reboot coaches, too. She probably came in and crushed it this morning, though.
Mm-hmm.
She usually goes at 9, I believe.
So it looks like we are a little over 3.5 minutes in, kind of approaching that 6-minute mark. Athletes still crushing it. Josh is on his second set of double unders. Morgan's still chipping through her first. Looks like Layden right there is working on his second set of snatches. We got 2 minutes left before we see if we can buy some more time.
I will say, though, every time we have a workout that this is the format, I really like it.
I do too.
I mean, usually it's thrusters, which I don't like, but it's still a cool concept. I like the thought of how it works. Soph was banking on this format for week 2. She kept saying this might be week 2, but this is good week 3.
So one of my favorite open workouts I've ever done was 17.3, which is the chest to bar snatch workout. It's a little bit like this one.
Is that 3, 6, 9?
It is the 3 rounds of 6 and 9, 6 and 9, 6
Okay,
and 9.
okay.
And then it goes into like 4 or 7 and 4 or whatever.
Yes.
It's a weird rep scheme, but I like you have X amount of time to complete the following. If you complete it, you get to go to another 3 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever it is. So I do like a workout like this. And personally, I like having heavy snatches.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that the lift this year would just be like a buy one snatch. But Adrian Bosman, I will say, I'm glad that we don't have very high volume thrusters.
Yes, I don't like them. I was okay with that one.
I guess instead we exchanged it for high volume strict handstand push-ups, which I am much more a fan of. I would much prefer this workout.
Yep. What's up, Tim? Tim Hayes, usually a 5 a.m. athlete. Loving the live feed. Tim, we love doing it. It's so much fun.
It is.
The open it's a lot, but I also really miss it because I like it.
I'm ready to keep it
I
going.
love it. I love it.
Somebody said the other day that they were ready for the open to be over. I was like, man, I want 6 more weeks.
And it used to be 5 weeks.
Yeah.
It used to be 5. I wouldn't be sad. It's tough though, for our programmers because you can't really you can't win. You just have to be. Andrew's been doing this for so long, and it almost never failed. The previous years, he picks whatever the movement. It just ends up happening every single time, right? It's awesome.
We got Josh starting his strict handstand push-ups here.
He will crush these, dude.
Blow through these
all day.
Solid. So good. Gonna be one of our first athletes to get through them 185s.
Yep.
It looks like he might be going 20 unbroken here. I know Josh made that tape himself, so I hope that 30-inch line is on there as well.
He marked it with a Sharpie,
All right.
I think.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
That would be a terrible feeling.
No, because he talked to Andrew about it before he went.
Cool.
To double check it.
So it looks like he knocked out a big set to start off. I don't know how many he did.
Is this 20 here?
This is the set of 20.
Okay.
He
probably did 10 then. It had to have been this. Oh.
Oh, one more.
Maybe.
Sounds like he did 15. See if he grabs that jump rope. Looks like he's heading right to it. Oh, here we go. This is where the excitement starts to build. One of our first athletes in Friday Night Lights getting to the 3rd barbell. So super, super excited to see this.
Cam's sitting there giving tips.
185-pound barbell here. Let's see how these shoulders are going to feel after this. Whew. This will be a good person to ask if you want to get into the 185 for somebody to say, hey, how did it feel? Josh will be brutally honest with you.
Yes.
On how it does feel.
Knock those out unbroken fine. Heart rate's a little high, but he'll be all right on this snatch.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna knock him out in singles.
Yep. Unless he just gets a groove.
So he's feeling good. Beep.
So there it is. There it is. So you can see right there, those shoulders
good
are
reaction.
fatigued.
Ooh, and one thing about Josh, those shoulders are monster strong. He has hyper mobile shoulders.
For it to look that hard for him,
There we go.
There
That was
we
a little
go.
bit better.
He's going to throw it behind his head.
This is one of those workouts that's like, you wish you had time to put lifters on for this specific reason, but at the same time, you don't have time at all.
Can you jump in yours?
I could slide into them, but
Hey,
I
they
don't think I'm gonna use
they
them.
slide up the wall real nice.
Yeah, but they do not jump nice, especially the legacies. They're about 17 pounds each.
Yeah.
Made to stay on the ground, I guess. Oh,
Ah.
ooh. So it looks like he's gotten 3 reps. That would have been 4 right there. There's only 9. So that's the
Okay.
crazy part about this. There's only 9 reps. And it looks like he's going for rep 4.
Heard that countdown.
So it looks like he got 3 of the 9 reps done. That gives me a lot of hope, I'm not going to lie. Martine last night, when he did it, he did not give me any hope at all. But that gives me a lot of hope saying, okay, 185 is going to be heavy, but it's going to be doable.
Was he planning on going again tonight?
He's
Okay.
he's on this.
Okay.
This list here. We'll see. Yeah, he's still on here. So
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
I think he
with
just
him.
wanted to test it out.
I see we added some more heats, so that's good.
Yes. Well, and people shifted out of, like I saw Andrew bumped himself up a little bit. He's not in with Soph.
Oh, Sophia bumped herself out.
She was still down there.
Yeah, she's down here now somewhere.
She's down there. I just saw her. Right there.
410. Yeah.
Oh, she was in the one he was in? Okay.
And then she bumped it out because
Okay.
she was worried she wasn't going to be able to get here
Oh, I see.
until now.
Okay.
And she was
Oh,
like,
she
I
had
don't want to
tested it.
just jump into a workout after being here for 5
Yeah.
minutes. And I was like, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, one that she will do very well on. I'm excited to watch her.
Yeah.
Excited to watch her.
So I've watched, I guess, a lot of videos and a lot of. Hold up, hang on. We just had a delivery
I have a post.
come in.
Are we sponsored by Reese's?
Delivery come in of Reese's, so you
I
can
won't
see
show you the bag until after you try it because these are special.
that stopped me directly. in
I
my
see what it
tracks.
says.
Don't read it. It's cheating.
Well, I'm too observant.
These are special Reese's that were made for CFT Friday Night Lights.
That's
Just
right.
so everyone knows. Sponsored by Reese's. I need a shirt that says Reese's King on it. And Rain.
And Rain. We love you, Rain. Is that your favorite one? No.
No.
What's your favorite one?
I don't know. Oh, these are good.
Are these your favorite?
Little pretzel action.
Yeah. Better in the fridge too.
Amen.
Listen.
All of them.
Listen.
Now here's a white chocolate Reese guy, right?
Well, listen. My favorite Reese's I've ever had. This is gonna make me sound like I have diabetes, because I used to get these all the time. the king size big cup Reese's with Reese's Pieces.
Yes. What are those called?
That's just what they are.
But doesn't it have a name?
Mm-mm.
I thought it had like
Look,
a specific name.
every time I bite into one of those, I feel like a cavity just forms immediately. Jamie, you know, white Reese's superior to every other Reese's.
Aw.
But if they made these big cup Reese's with Reese's Pieces in white chocolate, that would be probably the best candy in the world. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Also, Chris Joyner, I would love to see what that looks like watching this on a big screen. That's got to look cool. Yeah. Chris Joyner, if you're hearing this, take a picture, post it like on your Instagram story somewhere. I want to see what it looks like on this big screen.
I gotta look good if he's gonna do that.
Oh,
so
you're right.
let us know when you're ready to take the picture, and we'll pose for it.
Flex.
Yeah. Lisa,
Lisa.
she's in the chat always.
Lisa is currently here. She is here jumping in on that chat.
She's here at the gym.
Super fan, baby.
Here in the chat, probably on Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
She's going live right now too.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on Lisa's phone right now. So we got, oh man, we got our next heat starting. Looks like we only have 2 athletes in it. One being Mr. Andrew Rape himself, and then the other one being Amanda Robertson. So
Great heat though.
yeah, it's gonna be super exciting to watch these 2 athletes go. They're getting set up. You can see Andrew right there in the bright neon yellow shorts. He just walked by.
Those
So
were
you'll see
birthday
him
present for Team Green.
for Team Green.
They were close to green. They're like when you see them in person, they're like that optic Yellow, like softball yellow. Oh, Summer said she rewatched it on her TV last week. I will say that has been one of the coolest things that everybody has mentioned. They have gone back. Even if you're here, it's cool to go back and watch.
Now that I think about it, I do remember when we would go to Sophia's parents every Sunday. And Sophia, we got to their house and she said, "Hey, you want to watch me work out?" And she pulled up this live stream
How cute.
on their big screen
Isn't
TV
it
at
cool?
their house.
And man, it
watched
looks good.
Mhm.
Especially all these lights.
Yeah.
Man, it looks good.
It is. It is good.
Love it. Let's see. Your comments. So on the post that I posted in the community page, here's what you got.
Easy.
Okay, so Lisa's suggestion was maybe they could do a history of CFT and reboot.
I can tell the history from when I've been here.
Right.
But that's about it I can give you. Obviously, Candace has been here a lot longer than I have, as is the man behind the screen. James, he has also been here a lot longer
He beats
than I
me.
have. So, I can tell you what I know.
This is your free and lead.
Yes.
And you've been here longer than free, so
I've been here longer than free.
you want to know Stevens?
Yeah.
Okay,
Steven.
Steven Sawyer, number 1. He's such a turkey. Why they think Green Machine is the greatest CrossFit team ever assembled?
Because I'm a captain.
Right.
Of course.
So Green Team. I'm leader of Blue, right? I'm one of our leaders of Blue. Green Team is destroying everybody.
Look, you got to know how to deal your cards.
Okay, well, also, so our draft is awesome. Like, if any of our athletes could hear our draft, they would think they're pro athletes because we fight over absolutely everybody in this
Sure
gym.
do.
And this year we started it out a little different.
It was a little nerve-wracking.
It was a little nerve-wracking. It was a random assignment. And strategy goes into this because we have different divisions. We have scaled, we have RX, we have masters. So everybody is trying to get, this person we know is going to do this person we know is going to do this. So we started out with a random, which was really cool. And then the old snake draft, and poor Team Blue got smack dab in the middle. So snake draft, first team gets 2 picks back-to-back, middle team gets 1. Third team gets 2 picks back-to-back, middle team gets 1. We
Don't
all
worry.
end up being even.
I've been on that middle team
Yep.
before.
Yep.
Don't worry.
Definitely was. But either way, these have been awesome teams. Such a fun year again. I just love it every year because it's just so much fun.
And one thing I do want to say about the draft, just because there is a lot of misconception around it, saying, well, I'm not a good athlete, I got picked last. We honestly don't care about that. So if you go back to our Instagram and you look at the different scores that there are, you can see that the highest score on each one is going to be the effort points, which is, did you do the workout? We don't care how you did it. Did you do it? Did you post on social media? Did you come to Friday Night Lights? And there's one other one. What's the other one? Anyway,
You did it.
there's another one. I don't know what it is. But that's what we care about. So obviously we go based off who's going to show up, who's going to do the work, whenever they do the work, as long as they do the workout at some point. So just keep that in mind. If you've ever questioned, hey, I don't know if I'm going to do Friday Night Lights because I'm not good, we don't care. Everybody's good in their own way, and they can do the workout however they want to do it. So we want to make sure that everybody's included and everybody's going to have fun doing it. So remember that next year.
Yep. And the big thing too, so it never fails after the draft. Everybody
Everyone signs
gets
up.
excited talking about it in class, and they're like, "Oh, I should have done it." So then we still put you on a team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So next year, everybody's on a team. All right, this heat kicking off.
Here we go!
Andrew rocking through. So wall climb standard or wall walk. His hands got to stay right there, touching that front white line until both feet are up on the wall. Then he can move, and then they cannot come back off the wall until his hands are back on. And then at that back end, his chest doesn't have to touch the wall. If it happens to touch the wall, that's fine, but his hands just have to touch that tape at the back.
Yep.
So that's what you see that tape on the floor for. There is a gray line and a white line. The gray line is the female line. So this week, it doesn't pay to be a shorter athlete and have short limbs. So last week, we had some women that had to go to a taller bar just for what the standard of the movement was. Today, it's a little bit tougher on our shorter athletes because it was just one standard length for guys and girls. Didn't matter your height.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking for some redemption on this workout because last week definitely put a damper in my open rankings. Sad day.
I did okay. I didn't really have a goal.
Well,
I didn't know what to shoot for, honestly.
I think the crazy thing is like last week's part A workout, the burpees and shuttle sprints. I mean, even Boy Taylor and Dylan and Skylar, who are some of our best athletes in this gym, obviously, they were saying that was their thruster was higher than their Metcon. Even Boy Taylor said that his thruster was higher than his Metcon. No offense to Boy Taylor, but thruster-wise, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You're obviously a cardio machine and a CrossFit machine in general. But lifting, it is what it is. So for your thruster to be higher than your Metcon, it's just a little strange to me. That tells me there is a lot of light people out there who can move.
Oh,
some
okay.
burpee pull-ups.
So let's talk about this. So Andrew's judge right now is Cam. I don't remember who I was talking to. So Cam regularly comes to 5 a.m. every now and then. He'll come in the afternoon, depending on his work schedule. But we were saying pound for pound strength in here. Probably one of the strongest athletes right there. What he can throw around at his body weight.
Yeah, so Cam is a solid, I want to say 168.
He's in the 160 range for sure. He weighs every morning after class.
Yeah. And for him to be able to consistently clean, 275 to 300 pounds, and I've seen him overhead squat 315, and his bench press be like 350. There's obviously a lot of pound for pound in there that is very, very impressive.
I just like to call that country strong.
Yeah,
I believe.
it is for sure. For him, it is. Yeah, I have this debate with Sophia all the time because she says that she's stronger than me, and I said we're going pound.
How do we
for
decide
pound,
that?
Pound for pound.
Okay.
And I did the math, and I was like, this is in theory. I'm actually 2% stronger than you. So I'm happy.
Hold on
with
to it.
I'm happy with it.
I don't
That's
think
all
I
that
can.
Matters.
I don't think I can ever have that debate with my husband. It will never happen. I'm strong for being a smaller person, but I don't think I can make that one up. I was hoping osmosis of being married to somebody really strong.
Oh man.
But that is Anderson's main goal in life right now, is be stronger than his daddy.
There you go.
That's his goal. Let's see. In that second set of dubs, we are right at 3:45, looks like, on that clock. So he's working on hitting this, rolling through snatch after this. It looks like his lifters might be sitting right there.
They are.
With his belt. That's definitely his belt.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not even coming close to it. I'll just try and squat snatch in my regular shoes if I get to that point. But I think 185 should be a doable power snatch weight for me. If we get to that point, obviously. I have to get there first.
Yeah.
I talk to it like it's part of the workout, but it's not part of the workout because you have to earn your right to get there.
You gotta earn it, yeah.
Um,
I think that's why I like this format so much.
Absolutely. This gives the people that, want to lift heavy weights, like, Andrew's always wanting a heavy barbell, but this gives the opportunity of, if you want to do that heavy barbell, you're going to have to do some work before you get there. So that is definitely an exciting thing to look forward to.
This is a good workout for him. Super strong shoulders. And I'm interested to talk to him after as well. So back in November, I think, is when he kind of changed up his diet a little bit. Went from 250, he's sitting at like 230. And just talking about how I never realized how big of a difference even 5 pounds feels in body weight stuff, or like running. 20 pounds, significant difference.
Yes.
So
just finished those snatches, those 12 snatches at 135. He's about to head into those handstand push-ups. See Cam as judge telling him, hey, this is what the standard is. Make sure you hit it,
Yep. So he can choose to rest until minute 6, or he can go ahead and go. Looks like he'll go ahead and go. Take a little breather.
I'd be getting started.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. It almost looks like he has on no shoes. Yep. So, Amanda right here trying to roll through those snatches. Got capped on that first set, but she was into those 95-pound snatches. That's one thing that you're going to see, too. Even on the CrossFit side, some of our women were nervous about that 95-pound snatch.
Mm-hmm.
Soph will fly through it. Michelle and Gabby will crush it. Gabby will throw that weight around no problem too. Michelle will. Her thing is she doesn't feel like she can cycle that weight. But I told her you don't have to because everybody's going to be doing singles for the most part. Cam making sure got both those feet up. Like we said, we take the standards very seriously. So these start and end with those feet locked out. Those heels have to be on the wall at lockout, and no other part of your body can touch in those.
Another thing I'm nervous about in this workout is the standards clearly say your feet have to be within your hands.
Okay.
So,
you go that
Dylan,
way.
if you're watching this, me and you might be in trouble, buddy, because that is a hard standard to meet for me and him for some odd reason. Obviously, I guess if you put your legs out wide, it's easier for, I don't know.
But, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so back to Free and Lee for a second. Leanne's suggestion is Free and Lee should react to all the hilarious WOD meme and fail videos. And you had some pretty big hype under that one. Bridget was like, yes. Soph was all about it.
I'm in.
All about it. I think that would be absolutely hilarious.
I'm in.
And then,
100%.
so my question that I posed to our community page was...
We can get James to pull out those videos.
He can handle that.
Put them on the screen. I'm going to put him on the spot and tell him to do it, see what happens.
So the question was, what should Free and Lee talk about on this week's final episode, and should they start a monthly episode of Free and Lee?
I'm in.
And everybody
100%.
overwhelmingly was like, yes, please. Can we have an episode of Free and Lee monthly? At least monthly. I'm sure people would take more than monthly.
Yeah.
Just depending on your schedule, but I think it would be absolutely hilarious.
So we got 1 minute left. Andrew's trying to knock out these 185-pound snatches as quickly
Do
as
we
he
have
can.
9?
Yes.
9 snatch?
9
Okay.
snatches. He just did 3. Looks like he's going to be able to get under that time frame. And we'll see. 30 seconds. Looks like he's going to be able to get all 9 of those done within that window. But then comes, again, the bad part. Another set of handstand push-ups.
15
15 seconds. One more. Looks like he's going to get it as long as he doesn't fail this last rep, which I don't think he will. Almost jinxed him there.
Woo!
So he is in the last set here. Looks like he's going to be able to get to those handstand push-ups, see if we can get some weight put on that barbell for that 225-pound barbell. And we'll see how those shoulders feel after this set.
Yep, so far on the day, this is the farthest we have had an athlete RX get weight.
You can see there.
Yeah, this is like a conflicting emotions. You're pumped, you did it, and then you're like, oh, shoot.
Absolutely.
I have to do more strict handstand push-ups. Yeah.
So I think this is where a lot of time is going to be spent here because he has until the clock says 12 up in the top corner, so we can see kind of how we're gaming this.
You can also notice in the gym, so everybody else in that heat, I think, got capped at that 6-minute mark. And you can see, too, like we said earlier, those first few heats, people are having to get off work. Everybody's trying to drive in. You can notice that camera shot we just had, people are starting to come in and fill up. And right now, all eyes on Andrew because he's still in.
Looks like he's doing sets of 3, so I think he's 6 in, maybe 7. I didn't really count the first set, so I'm not 100% sure where he may be. Looks like we have about, we're going on roughly 90 seconds, a little more than 90 seconds left, so we can see if he can crank these out. Hopefully, this is the set of either 9 or 10, so he's about halfway there. We got 90 seconds exactly, as my loud wife out there is saying. You can hear her from 17 miles away.
It's your coach voice.
So trying to shake those shoulders out. Obviously, a lot of fatigue is built in those over the past 10 minutes. So Just trying to rep these out, get as many as we can, try and get to that jump rope.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that's 12 if he's doing sets of 3s. So that would have been his 4th set of 3. So he's able to move through this.
Yep. 1 minute left.
1 minute, a little under. Be able to move through these. Let's see if we can get these done. Get to that jump rope. See if we can get 1 snatch under the belt.
He'd be happy with that, I believe. Got 5 left.
So he was doing sets of 3s. So that's good. Let's see what kind of set we knock out here. We've got 30 seconds left. See if we can just finish these handstand push-ups. I think that's the goal right now. Maybe knock out a set of 5 here. Ooh.
2.
So we got 3
Ooh,
left.
the shoulders are smoked. 15 seconds. Come on, baby.
He's giving Boy Taylor too much hope. I told Boy Taylor there's not many workouts I can beat him in.
Let's go.
But this might be one.
Oh, no. Oh, 1 left. He had 1 left.
Yeah, 19.
That's a monster score. Everybody was hyping him up on that one. He was ready to go.
Oh, man.
Awesome. Yeah.
You know, I was sitting here looking at this heat sheet, and I was like, who is Margaret?
Oh.
It's girly. Forgot.
Huh?
It's girly.
No.
I forgot. Is it not?
I thought it was Megan. Her name isn't Margaret.
It's girly.
She's Marge.
No, she's Margaret.
She put Margaret? I thought it was...
You know what happened? I bet Sophia did it for her. I guarantee you
I
that's
honestly
what it
thought
was.
it was Megan because she is, like, Margaret is her name.
Mhm.
Like, she goes by Margaret.
That's Lee's first name, too. Fun
That
fact.
explains why her jump rope says Marge.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, I was talking to Boy Taylor yesterday, and he said, it's a funny conversation. He said, yeah, this may be one workout that you'll get me in. And I said, yeah, all I gotta do is just get 1 snatch at 185. I'll be good. He says, what do you mean? I'm getting to 225. And I was like, oh, no, this isn't good. So seeing Andrew do that does not give me much hope because now Boy Taylor is just getting fed and fed more and more.
Oh, what's up, Candace McCool? Candace McCool says, way to go, Andrew. She's the lovely wife of our master behind the screens, James McCool, content enthusiast. Give it a follow. And then Summer Stevens back in with Maddie, which is my littlest one, says, hey, mommy, and go, daddy. That a girl.
So our next heat.
What we got? I'm coming up, and I don't remember when. Maybe I'm not until 4:30. I think I'm in 4:30. Oh,
That's
you'll
a
be out
long
on that
ways
one.
away.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a picture break. Sweet.
We don't have as many heats this week either, because it goes by fast.
Not gonna lie, I thought we were gonna get off early tonight, because yesterday our
5:05.
heats were ending at 5:05. But y'all got lucky because we added a few more heats, so you get to see me a lot longer.
We're still getting done way earlier than last week.
Y'all get to see me longer.
That's right.
It's gonna be nice.
That's right.
So this next heat, we almost have a full heat here. Let me scroll back up to it. Looks like they just got started. We got Steven Sawyer and Billy Hamilton in the overhead camera here in the first couple of lanes. You can see them right there knocking out those wall walks. And then on the other side of the gym, I'm sure we'll have a floor cam over there at some point throughout this heat. We have Mike Wright. We're going to say Lee Hamby because that's what I assume Margaret is.
For sure.
Mike Pender, Christy Tharp, and Julie Myrick. So we will have a camera going over there shortly for those athletes.
Yep. All right. Now, here's the thing, too. So if you saw our First Thoughts reel last night on Instagram, there's a throwdown in this one. So Steven Sawyer right here with the dubs. And then old Margaret, a.k.a. Lee, have a challenge. So what I want you to do, drop in the comments below who's going to get further in this workout. Steven says it's him. Lee says her all day. So what do you think?
I got some bad news. My man Steven, he's coming out a little hot right now. So I don't know how that's going to affect him. Because obviously this workout to me is more of a psychological workout than anything. Because in your mind you say, okay, I have to go fast to get through the first 6 minutes. But I guess in reality, if you can move the weight and you can do your double unders and your wall walks pretty quickly,
Yeah.
You don't have to move super duper fast.
Yep.
As long as you're underneath, I mean, you can finish that last snatch at 5:59 and boom, you're done.
Yep. So I'll tell you right now, Lee was nervous a little bit about her doubles, but she's going to be nervous about that 95-pound barbell.
Yes.
She can hit it.
She hit one right before
Yep.
she got started, so that
That will
should
be
give
her
a
main
little
thing.
motivation.
Homegirl's got an engine on her though, dude. She can cruise through some movements.
Yeah.
All right,
sure.
Mike right here was talking to me before the workout. He said, "I don't do double unders. I do double under singular."
It's all right.
I said, "Hey, one still counts. You just keep doing one."
That's right.
So his big goal, he said he would love to get through that set of 50 to just get to lift that barbell.
Yeah.
That's his main goal. Main goal. Go, Mike. Yep, he was nervous about those double unders on church on Wednesday. So
Yeah.
Mike preached at First Wednesday Gateway Family Community Church that one of our coaches, Gabriel, pastors, and his dad, Mike, also preaches as well.
Mm-hmm.
I also, speaking of church, Anna Guy is watching. Anna is Gabriel and Perry's sister-in-law. Sent me this awesome picture you're not going to be able to see, but I'm still going to show it to you.
James,
like
pull it up on the
this.
screen.
She screenshot.
Oh, man.
She
Pull it up on the
screenshot.
screen and
Checking us
boom.
out. It's blurry.
Oh, yeah.
It's blurry.
That's good.
There it
we
is.
go. Boom. Look
There
at
it
there.
is. Anna Guy watching. She said some
Isn't he good?
pretty amazing people. And guys, legit, if it didn't mess up the camera, I would turn it around so you could see what's happening right now. So we get to see, we
There he
asked.
is.
Yeah.
The man behind
there
it
we
right
go.
there.
Of course, he can do that. Hello. That was a dumb thing to say. Literally anything Lee asked, James goes, doop, doop, doop,
Yeah.
beep.
Yeah, it's great. Got it down to a science now.
Love it. So many things to think about.
We'd have it
Sup, Will?
by the last
That's true.
episode.
That's true. Will Hudson, what's up, buddy?
So we got Mike moving through his first round of snatches. You can see Lee in the background walking through her wall walks. And then the other Mike, we'll call him Cowboy because that's
Cowboy.
what he likes to go by. We got Cowboy still working on his double unders on that first set. I guess, of course, in his age division, every rep matters on double unders. So we'll see how this kind of plays out for him in
Yeah.
the standings. I'm sure he's going to redo on Monday because he's done the past 3 workouts that way. Trade his jump rope out for a lasso, baby. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, hey, Ashley Johnson. What's up, girl?
Hello.
Is she in this heat? Did she come this morning or is she in these heats?
I hope she's not in this heat.
She's not in
Are
this
you working
heat.
out right now?
Wait a minute. Hang on. It
Put your
does
phone
not
down.
look like she is
Finish
in,
these 6 minutes.
She is not in any heat.
Okay, maybe she went this morning. Or maybe she's going to go on Monday.
So we got Billy, who looks like he's trying to start working on those 135-pound
Woo!
snatches.
Oh, yeah.
And then Steven's still working on his double unders in the background. Steven was
Oh.
a little worried about this. He said his goal was to get through the 20 handstand push-ups. Because him being a very tall and long person, the handstand push-up standard does not play very well to him. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Oh, there's Free back there braiding
Yeah.
some hair.
She's getting ready.
I need to go see her so she can braid my hair.
Getting ready for the talk
There
show.
she is. That's Mel.
She might be mad I didn't bring my shirt this week.
Uh-oh.
We'll
She
see.
might not have hers.
Probably not.
We'll see. It's
If
okay.
she does, I'll just take hers.
I will say, Anna got a shout out from Matt Kinsley. He said, are y'all selling those?
Yeah, there
He
you
said he
go.
about, hey, if you want a Free and Lee shirt, let me know. We can make that happen.
We can.
I can make that a CFT shirt in 2 seconds.
We're in.
2 seconds.
We are in. Free and Lee all day.
Oh, Ashley, something came up, so she had to drop. You'll get it done Monday. There's no hopefully. You'll do it
Absolutely.
Monday.
Absolutely.
You'll do it Monday. Ashley's got a monster engine as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of our.
So Steven's still moving through his.
Oh, there's time right
There
there.
it is.
So we'll see. We saw Lee back there on those wall walks.
Oh, let's see.
We'll see where she got. He
Let's
was
see if we
definitely
can
into
see
that
her.
second set of snatch.
So she's there. She didn't get through those snatches. Looks like we had 2 athletes get through those. That second round of snatches. We got Christy and Julie moving through their reps. Looks like Christy's going to start on her third set, maybe fourth. I'm assuming third. So her single unders. If you don't know what the scaled version of the workout is, you can check it out at CrossFit games.com or games.crossfit.com. But as far as my brain will allow me to say for the scaled version, because I'm not 100% sure what it is, it's a scaled wall walk, so it's going to be to a 55-inch line, which is the female line, so the gray line on the ground. All they have to do is just get their feet up on the wall, take their hands behind the line, and go back in front of the line. So they'll have 5 scaled wall walks, 50 single unders, and then they'll have the same kind of rep scheme of snatches as the RX division, but the weight's lighter. So for females,
They're started at 45, 65, 75, 85.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like she is at 75 right there.
Put it down.
And
Put it down.
Yeah, let's just get the camera off that one.
So,
Lord.
ruling of snatch, and we had this.
Yeah, cover it up.
We had that show up this morning, going over our standards. So, right here, this is Julie. Julie is one of our reboot athletes. Tim, there will be.
I'll be here.
There'll be coaches in the morning. You definitely, and there will be people going, I'm sure.
Yep.
So our reboot athletes don't normally have barbells, but some of them have done competitions, and then from previous opens, they have some experience with barbells, and then we've put on clinics specifically to help that. So snatch clinics, clean and jerk clinics. But Julie right here has done multiple competitions. I mean, that was a fairly good snatch.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw Christy, and it's just because we're now at a weight that she has never attempted before. You saw the kind of sideways thing. So ruling of snatch, it can't touch you.
CrossFit rules of snatch.
Right. Correct.
Big
CrossFit.com
difference.
rules of snatch. It cannot touch you at any point going up. Oh, wow. Is she up?
There's one. All right.
Okay, so that counts.
So
Jonathan Guy, James McCool's the man.
you know, our CrossFit fails video, that could be a kind of a hybrid one right there. CrossFit fails, CrossFit success. So, you know, it is what it is. That might be on the highlight reel later.
Maybe so. I'm just going to say that was very impressive, though.
That was super impressive.
Wow.
That was like a 30-second snatch.
Wow.
Yeah. She should definitely get 2 for that one. So we got this heat finishing up. I don't think Christy's going to attempt another rep. But you see we got Julie still working on her hand release push-ups. I don't know how much time is left.
Now, if she's on these, she's in the third set.
Mhm.
Right? Let's go. So she will now be attempting 85-pound snatch if she gets to that bar. Probably for sure. Heaviest snatch to date. That looks like Gaines.
It is Gaines.
Which is her son. They have the same hair. And that's her husband right there. How cool.
They do have the same
They
hair.
do have the same hair. So does Erica, though. They all have that curly hair. So Gaines
It's like
has
70
been
pounds.
if that's anything. Gaines has been in and out one of our athletes since he was like 14.
Yeah.
He's telling her just one, Mom. Just get one. Gaines.
Oh my, Frankie, get out of here.
Monster.
Go away. Nobody wants you here, buddy.
Hey, Frankie. You know you lovely. 2 minutes.
Frankie, we're gonna play Call of Duty later.
Yes.
I'll let you
How
know who the
strong,
bot is.
man. So Julie working through those 85-pound snatch. I am pretty sure, unless she's practiced this outside of this, 75 prior to this is the heaviest she's ever tried, other than when she did 65 pounds in one of our competitions.
A little
So
touch and go action
she
here.
thought about it. Super strong. Super strong.
This all reminds me. I'll always go back to this because it's one of the most memorable moments I have at CFT during Friday Night Lights. So Michael Robertson, who just started back
Yes!
a couple of months
I need
ago.
to find that video.
Caleb, get out. Who just started back a couple months ago. There was a crowd around him, and it was the workout that had an ascending ladder of cleans, or it had a descending ladder of cleans, but ascending weight. And him doing his skilled version, he got to the last weight where he only had to do, I think, 3 cleans at a weight that he had never tried before. And then the crowd got behind him on Friday Night Lights. He got all 3 done. So this is kind of the same scenario with Julie here. Something that she's never really attempted before, and she's cranking them out. So you can see there, looks like she got all of them done within that time frame. See, we got a little thumbs up there. Look at that, she's super excited. Look at her. She might start crying. If she cries, I'm gonna cry. Just so y'all know.
Super cool, man.
If you cry on camera, I will start crying.
Super cool. She's got a really cool story. If you scroll back through our CFT.fit or our Reboot Trussville Instagram, she was our Athlete of the Month 1 month, and she also, just on her personal page, has posted her before and after pictures are crazy.
Yeah.
Already a strong athlete coming in, but the strength she has gained is just huge.
You can see right there at the end, her entire Reboot family was coming over to give her congratulations. So that's always a super exciting thing to see. It's just everybody supporting each other. So
super hype. Way to go, Julie from Ashley Johnson. So Ashley has been one of our hybrid members. So she's done a little bit of both. Hybrid means you do Reboot and CrossFit programming here.
Frankie's sending me videos now. Frankie, we don't need you here.
I need to find if I find that video of Michael Roberson, I'll put it in our story because it was awesome.
That is good.
The picture that I had was you felt it. You just felt it.
So our next heat is going to be our first full heat.
Yes.
So we have
you
Corey
gotta
Glover.
peace out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to dip out of here. We got Corey Glover, Jeremiah. How do you say his last name? Colwell.
Colwell.
I always feel like I mess people's names up. So if I mess your name up,
I
don't
got
blame
you.
me. Just blame my brain, I guess. Jay Clark,
He's
Sophia.
We know.
Sophia.
Thank you.
If you hear Sophia's name, that means I am leaving in the next 3 minutes. Brooke Glover, Kayla Cleveland, Nicole Wendell, Mel B, and Cody Jett. So this will be an exciting heat to see. I am going to head out. That way I can judge Sophia. But I will be right back in because we will have a picture break after this. So I'll be back in after that until I get ready to roll for the workout.
See if you can grab Steven and Lee.
Both of them?
Either or. I can let them tell their own victory or
You can let them take this over.
I think they should. And Lee usually judges a lot, so we need to see who won the throwdown of Lee and Steve.
Just make sure that you know who your favorite Lee is. So keep that in mind.
We need Lee and Steven Sawyer. They had a throwdown. Who won? Lee, Gurley, and Steven Sawyer.
I'll be back.
I got Mike.
He can come sit with me for a minute
Go,
too, because
Mike.
we need to talk to him.
He's gonna go again.
Tonight?
I don't know.
Tonight,
Hey, you're
Sunday,
crazy.
sometime.
Get on in there.
I'm gonna do it again.
No. I'm probably going again tonight.
Okay.
You're awesome.
Yep. So,
It wasn't hard. It just wasn't warm. So I got super swole. Like I looked jacked out of my mind. My arms were numb.
so Andrew letting us know he might actually do this again tonight and warm up.
Well, when you broke up on the double
I'm warm
unders,
now.
yeah, jump out there.
Would you like a Reese? Do you like Reese's?
Huh?
Do you like Reese's?
I'm not eating sugar.
Good for you.
I'm part of CrossFit Gym, so I don't do that.
I'm part of CrossFit Trussville Gym and I eat sugar.
You shouldn't be eating sugar, to be honest with you, especially refined sugars.
It's true.
They're bad for you.
It's true.
So I got done. I'm the worst, even though you've given me great lessons. I am the absolute worst on double unders. I'm a cripple on them. So I'm in and out of it, and like I have, one leg or something, just hobbling. But here's what I've decided. I'm going to do it again.
Today?
I believe I can get my double unders under control,
Okay.
and I want to get back on the wall and then come back to the double unders again. This is a great workout.
Love it.
Great workout.
Love it.
And Andrew, by the way, this week, I was a little bit angry with him during the week because of the workouts he had for us because it was just killing my
Burpees
shoulders.
and
Well,
burpees.
yeah, and I was thinking, what is he doing? But really, it was a plus for me for this because the wall climbs were not bad. And anyway, it was good.
It's good.
Have you done this already?
No, sir. I'm at 4:35. So
Oh,
in just
boy.
a minute. Oh, next heat. Next heat? Yeah, next heat. Fun fact, never warm up. Just go for it. Not the smartest choice, but that's what always happens. Now, I will say, so we have all these awesome comments right here. Will Hudson says, hey, cowboy.
Hey, Will, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You need to be here. You need to be here.
He
There's
is-
no excuse for people not doing this, to be honest with you. You can't use age, and you can't use size, You just have to get in here and do it.
Did you pick age and size because I'm small and your age?
I'm old and you're small. And but something I read, and Adrian doesn't believe this, but this is what I read. I read it today, and it said in these competitions that we're not against other competitors. We're not against them. We're against ourselves. We're competing against us. So when I get out there, it's not who all's 65 plus that I can defeat. It's how can I be better myself. And the reason I want to redo it is not because I think I can beat someone else, but because I can beat where I was. I can move ahead. So it's really a mental, physical thing.
Yep. Also, you're on green team, so y'all are in the lead.
I'm on green team and we are ahead, and Andrew's
By
on my
a lot.
team. I'm just saying.
By a lot. By a lot.
I've not been winning a lot, but I did make the board once. I made the board once on the lift, and it was.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So in this heat, guys, we are kicked off. Looks like about 30 seconds in. You've got Corey Glover, Jeremiah Colwell, Jay Clark, Sophia Contreras, Brooke Glover. So Brooke and Corey Glover both in the same heat. That is a married couple. Kayla Cleveland, Nicole Wendell, Mel B, and then Cody Jett. So these first 4 athletes right here that we're looking at right here, all RX versions of this workout for sure. Jay, cardio-wise, will do well. I'm not sure where his snatch is right now.
He'll stop on the 135. That's
Okay.
that's gonna hang him up. But he'll do well to that. But he's got the motor. It's crazy.
He does have the motor. So Jay, Ironman.
Yeah. He'll pull this snatch. That's not gonna be his bad pull. But it'll be the next round he makes it's gonna stack him up.
Corey Glover, he will do well on snatch.
Yes.
Corey's strong athlete.
Very strong.
Very strong athlete. Jeremiah, also a strong athlete, but he's going to be more in the boat of a Jay Clark.
Yeah.
Phenomenal motor, can run like crazy. Also strong, for sure, but he's going to be more of the engine is going to be his strong suit on this one. Fun fact, going back to Jay Clark, other than he is an Ironman,
Yes.
we had a hero WOD that we did in here one day where you had a hang.
Yes.
Right? So the workout, you have to accumulate 6 minutes. 4.
Six.
It is
6 minutes.
6 minutes hanging from a pull-up structure.
Yeah.
Every time you drop, you have to go out and knock out a 400-meter run or an 800-meter run, which 800 is the actual RX version of that workout. We listed it as RX Plus, right?
Yeah.
And then you come back in from your run, and you have push-ups. I think it was 20 or 30 push-ups. And then you try to hang on to the bar again.
Yes.
He held on to the bar the entire 6 minutes. Didn't drop.
He held onto the bar with both hands, and then he would hang with one hand. I mean, I'm struggling I wanted to get 3 minutes. I struggled just getting past 2.5, whatever it was, 2:45. That joker was on with one hand laughing at me.
He was talking to me.
Yes.
At 3 minutes in, and he said, I don't know if I want to get a good workout or be competitive. I said, you be competitive. Because who's going to beat 6 minutes? And then he got down and did 5 rounds of what he would have done had he dropped.
He's amazing.
Crazy.
Absolutely amazing.
Crazy. This is Nicole right here. Nicole is a PTA at St. Vincent's East. I was actually in school with her.
Oh, really?
That's how I know her. Yep, and we also played softball against each
Nice.
other growing up. Kayla Cleveland right here. Reboot athlete. Nicole has done a little bit of both, so she's done CrossFit and reboot programming. With us, she is since joining here, she's been a reboot athlete so far. Brooke over there, she is a CrossFit athlete, married to Corey Glover, who is knocking out some wall climbs somewhere. This is Mel B, one of our reboot coaches, also elementary school teacher. All of her kids absolutely love her, and I believe
strong.
track coach as well.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Pretty sure she's track coach, and she's just awesome. Everybody loves Mel B. Cody Jett. Cody Jett is a hard-working athlete.
Yeah, I've just met him.
Cool kid. Usually a 5 p.m. athlete.
Yeah.
When he gets in his mind that he wants to do something, he's going to do it. He is I believe, a computer programmer of some kind.
Now,
Crushing those push-ups.
we've got Corey back. I think he might have been the first one out of these 4 to get back on the rope again. But he knocks out the wall climbs.
Yes.
Really amazing.
He's going to do those quick. This is where you're going to see some of these ladies slow down a little bit. Kayla has done snatch, I believe, in one of our competitions. She is not short, guys. She's a tall athlete.
No, that's a lot. Long way to move that weight.
She's a tall athlete.
Yeah.
You see Bridget right there, one of our reboot coaches. Yeah.
Yeah, she was really
Nice.
moving on the weights too. Bridget was.
Yep. There's
she's another
Soph.
strong-
You're gonna see Soph do really well in this workout. She has a phenomenally strong
Yes.
pull.
And technique. She's
Yes.
just does it so well.
She was a competitive gymnast until she was like 17, and that's when she joined here because she needed something competitive. And I always tell this story just because she has such beautiful form.
Yeah.
Andrew ran her through, so we do an intro session or like a fundamentals class, right?
Right.
To join in. It's you and a coach. That way we can run you through movements. We take you through movements of a barbell with a PVC pipe if you've never done anything like
Right.
that. Her very first one she did, it was almost perfect. And he looked at her and he said, "You ever want to compete?" And it was during one of our opens. Like, it was during open season. And she was like, "No, I'm tired of competition. Like, that's why I got out of gymnastics." And now she's one of our most competitive
She is so strong.
athletes. Super strong. She's also our general manager. Phenomenal. Back in school learning to be a registered dietitian.
Jay is on the 135. I think it was that.
So you see Soph, she is already into those strict handstand push-ups. Jeremiah, that pull. So glove right here. You saw Josh and Andrew go on that red mat. Some athletes are used to plates and an ab mat. So what they're doing, the reason they have those plates, your surface just has to be even across.
Yeah.
Right? So those plates are making that surface even. What you don't see, if you notice that long line that was their line for the wall climb earlier,
Yeah.
they have a certain so the line has to be a certain
10
length.
inches.
Yep, across, that they have to keep at least a part of their hand on. When we measured it out this morning, as long as their hands are on the center rings of the plate, they would have their hands on the right spot.
Yeah. That
Yep.
makes sense. And that saves their head and neck on some of that. And some of these guys, when they do the decline mentality, they will not have a pad and go down even further.
Right.
They're just that kind of strong.
And you're gonna see them. So we haven't had any athletes. The masters version of this, if you're 55 plus, you get to those. You get to use a kip if you want to.
Yeah.
Right. So what you're gonna notice if you've watched. So look. Well, we're not on that screen right now. Corey Glover took the plates out.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he did a strict. I thought he might kip, but he's strict.
Woo! No, he's not allowed to kip though.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. So the RX version of this, if you're under that 55 masters group, you have to do strict. That's Nicole right there. She is flying through those.
She is moving.
She's very strong as well. Super strong. Mel B working through those push-ups. She might finish this thing. I
Yeah.
don't know if she can hit that last weight. I believe
And
she
those
can.
are release push-ups. So what you guys are seeing, when she goes down, she has to get her hands up off the floor, but at the same time, she can't put her thighs down. She's got to keep her legs up, and so her push-up keeps her straight. She doesn't worm up from there.
Go Cody. Cody right there. Looks like we got 1 minute left until that 9-minute mark if they get through. So for Cody, if he gets through these snatch, he gets an extra 3 minutes to keep going. Mel B back there and Nicole are working on push-ups, which means I think they are into that last 3 minutes. Cody has 4 snatch left. Yeah.
Yeah, he can make this.
There's Kayla working on that heavier snatch. Oh! So you see a lot of that happening.
One of the things, and I'm not good at this myself, but one of the things we forget, we get it up like that, and she could have squatted a little bit to get below that weight instead of trying to hoist it up. But it's hard to think of when you're out there doing it.
Today's also possibly the first day she's ever done a snatch. Because she's
Really?
a reboot athlete.
She is just strong. Man.
Yep, very strong. So capped in those. Let's see, what is the third weight for the ladies?
I don't know, but it is a lot.
I believe it's 115. Because I think it tops out. Glove done. I believe we still have some scaled athletes at the other end that are still going. Possibly will complete it. I see jump rope spinning.
Yeah.
They're still working through, so we're at 9,
there they
somewhere
are.
around 9.5.
The push-ups.
Yep. And we have, let's see, that's Nicole right there. I believe Mel B may be headed to her barbell. Yep. Chalking up, getting
Good.
ready. Cody. Okay. So Cody doing the scale version as well. He's still in. Lisa says this is epic. The energy is incredible. Guys, if you've never watched, so if you watched the max, the 1 rep max thruster last week, how hyped that got, this is hype because some of these athletes have never done a snatch, and then they're hitting, like 85 is not a light snatch.
No.
Look at her.
And it's just so much of it is
Yeah.
muscle in it. It's just, they're muscling the thing up. It's amazing.
Yep. One thing that I can say about our athletes is they always get around our people.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things too, especially, and I kick around my age on this, but I do it because a lot of people quit doing things. So they get 50 or 60 years old, they think they can't do this. But the technique that you're given, the idea of how to do the lifting saves your body, so it's not like you're hurting yourself in this. And then if you can't do the weight, you don't do the weight.
Right.
But if the technique is done right, then scaling isn't necessarily something that you have to do. And that was one of the things that I was pushed toward, is I would scale just so I get a workout, and then the idea was, well, get the skills right. And so I think that's another thing that we get to do in this, is just show what we can do because we have a skill level.
Daniel! What's up, Daniel Moore? We missed you, my friend. He said, geez, she's strong. She was doing tap and go with 85 pounds. She's very strong. Very strong.
Yeah, no question.
And looks like she and Mel B finished the workout. So they have a 12-minute time cap. If you get done before that, they completed that workout. Oh,
So they go
that
another
just
3
means we need
minutes,
to see
right?
you, Daniel. So 12 is the end. So they're done.
Okay.
They're done. Cody's still working. He looks like he's got about 15 seconds left, maybe.
I gotcha.
See if he can pull this snatch. I'm not sure what his weight is.
I can't tell.
Close. Yep. So finished up with that heat. Our next heat, we have Gabriel Wright Jr., so G2. I didn't realize I was right by him.
Yeah.
I will be right by G2, and then Melissa Gomez, Ken Ratliff, Michelle Free of Free and Lee. Oh, Ruby's in
boy.
this heat too. We got
All right.
Ruby, Kathleen Latham, Amanda Pennington, and Andrea Wood. What a heat, man. You're going to see these ladies at the far end that are reboot athletes. Some of them may have never done a snatch before, but these ladies are strong.
Now, do they do wall climbs? Do
They have been. So they actually have had those recently within this past year because of last year. So last year we had wall climbs, right? For the first workout. So that and doubles were two things. Wall climbs started showing up in their programming. Doubles started showing up in their programming. And we did a double under clinic recently, mostly because they asked, hey, can we work on this, right?
Nice.
And I'm always down to do doubles. Anybody wants to do doubles, I'm all about that. So I will be piecing out in just a second, but I'm going to grab some more friends to come in and see. Lee, looks like we have one heat, and then Lee's back in here, so that will take him back out. I'm going to see if Steven Sawyer and Girl Lee are caught up, because they had a throwdown to see
Bring them in.
who was going to win. So I will get some more friends in here. Mike's going to take it over. Is this the picture break one or the next one?
I think it's the next one. I'll go join Mike.
Okay. We got James coming in, the man behind
Come
the
on,
screens,
James.
the magician. He's like the powerful Oz behind the curtain.
I'll just I'll bring this. I can run it right here.
Okay.
So,
Now, what we're really going to want to happen, we want that camera to stay on Candace,
right.
and especially in her double unders. That if there's anyone that is the queen of double
Mike, if I
unders,
mess up on all my doubles now.
you won't.
Yeah.
You won't. There's no way. She is one of the greats in double unders. It's amazing to watch her.
doubles is really an art form. I mean, it
Yeah.
really is. It's one of those. It used to be my favorite thing to do when I was in here. Like, I love doubles until I had 2 knee surgeries, and now it's they're not as fun.
Yeah.
But it really is. It's something about when you finally find that pace and you're just hitting that consistent rhythm. you feel like you're like king of the world. So
Well, I'm not even private yet. I can do a single and then a double or two doubles, and I'm just kind of, I just don't work very well with it. But this is the first year that I made up my mind that I've got to do it because it's in the workout and I can't bypass it. So I'm just going to work on it, do better.
Yeah, did you do like double and then a couple of singles? And then
Yeah, I would
double?
I would start sometimes with I try to start with doubles, but then my coach is also my son, Gabriel, and he was judging and coaching me along, and he told me, he said, Pop, just do a single and then pick up some doubles. So I'd single and I could string two doubles together, but we had 50 to do.
Yeah.
So I'm all day over there trying to get the doubles out.
And when you go, and that's I guess that's CrossFit's known for throwing the doubles in the open because, like you said, where you're at right now in your CrossFit career, it's a great separator, right? Because if you can string them together, I mean, 50 doubles is about a 30-second thing versus when you have to break it up with those singles, it really just draws it out. And my thing was always when I taught doubles, way back in the day, I told people don't try to time it and keep a consistent rhythm. I actually would do like a whip, 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 whip,
Yeah.
whip, 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 and so I would almost treat it like each rep versus you see a lot of people swing a constant motion and try to time the jump. I'm a big fan of that, literally breaking it up with that micro hesitation between reps. But no, you'll get there. You'll get there. It's gonna happen. It ain't no big thing.
I didn't feel too bad when I just looked at the comparisons of everybody that some of those that had the doubles. I wasn't that far off because the snatch for me was something that I could move through a little bit quicker. So I felt pretty good about that.
So you just knew that do your wall climbs quick.
Yeah.
Your snatch was no problem. Just grind through the doubles.
That was the problem. So, but I'm going to do this again. I will redo this probably maybe after church on Sunday afternoon if they come back in. They did last week or Monday.
Okay.
I'll go back through this again and do it.
I think you're going to see a lot of people do that. Andrew was just talking a minute ago. He's probably going to redo it again tonight. This is one of those, I think, because it's so short. If you can get those shoulders to relax and kind of take a breather, this is probably one of the few that you can do again without just absolutely taxing your body. So I see Junior's in this.
Yeah.
What is his strategy going into this? Has he talked to you about
one
it
of
at all?
not a lot, but Gabriel Jr. He's about doing everything just wide open. He doesn't strategize. I'm going to move slow here. So his dad tries to help him to slow him down, but he'll run up that wall real quick. He's very strong, especially on anything body weight. Because of his strength. So he'll knock that out. He's very good at dubs. So he'll get those out of the way. And the kid is strong. He'll jump on those weights. So I think we're going to see him do really well.
No, and especially for how well he does at his age.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about the next 2, 5, and 10 years of his competitive life. If he stays in it as hard as he is right now, I mean, there's no telling where he's going to go in his competitive career.
He is a great athlete. Has a heart for it. He wants to do it, feels good about it. And they use him here to help coach younger kids when they have the classes for the younger kids. Then Gabriel goes in and helps with that. So he really has a heart for CrossFit.
No, that's awesome. This is going to be a really good heat. Candace, she's out there. No warm-up, going to go straight into it. I don't know if that's the best idea in the world, but she's going to.
I say it's not good. And then Melissa Gomez, another one of our doctors, she's in there. We have two doctors. Daniel Smith is in. And
he's in the next one.
Oh, that's next heat. I thought he was in this one.
Back-to-back doctors, though.
Yeah. So if anybody gets hurt, we got to cover. We're all good. But yeah, that's going to be a good. And then Michelle Free is in this one, right? Not Michelle there.
Yep, that is her. So I'm sure her and Lee will be back on with their typical banter towards the end of the stream. So I know everybody loves seeing that. I can see G2 getting ready. He's got his famous top knot.
Oh yeah.
So that's always. It always means he's ready to work.
He has to put it. He has to tie it up so it won't get in his face.
That's right.
He won't be able to see if he doesn't tie it up. So he's ready to go. He's got his game face on.
We were talking about you earlier. Talking about
Yikes.
Wednesday night church. We had First Wednesday at Gateway. We'll do a little plug for them. Fantastic church. Love being there, love being a part of it. Cowboy here brought an incredible message, and it was just such a good time. So we've got a really good community here and at the church as well, and a lot of the members here go to church there, and so it's a lot of fun.
It really is. We have another one of our church members and CrossFit members coming in. He's also one of your favorite announcers.
Are you about to come take back over?
How much time is left? I go after this heat.
That's up to you. They were supposed to be finding like Steven Sawyer maybe,
And somebody else.
Yeah, I was just here. I didn't want Mike to be alone. You know.
Stephen and Lee. Stephen and Lee. Are y'all judging? Is she? You come in here.
So yeah, I'm gonna go back to behind the scenes so that I can keep it.
Two preachers in here.
Oh,
Nice. Come on, Stephen.
Who's in here? Mike?
By the
What's
way,
up?
James is the one that's putting all of this technology together and doing a wonderful
yeah.
job
You
of
ever
it.
want a live stream? Hit me up. We'll make it happen. So yeah, Steven, everybody, I'm gonna get back here behind the camera. You guys are doing great. Keep it up.
It's about time
Get
I got
in
to
here.
come in here. You know,
Oh,
I mean,
boy,
it's
yeah.
about time. Let's go.
You were just wanting to you were wanting a pulpit. That's all you wanted. A place to preach.
I just wanted, yes, I did, and I wanted one of these Reese's. What is this
Yes.
about? Is this for?
Well,
Yes, that is yours.
are these Lee Contreras' Reese cups? This is what
Those
it's
are
like.
mine. I brought them.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe this was like Lee's pre-workout like snack or something. I didn't know. I know there's a bunch of rappers over here. Okay, sorry.
he and Michelle eat that stuff. It kind of wires them up for their little programming.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know. So, what do you think about this workout?
You know, I really thought it was going to be worse than it was on my shoulders. I know it's bad, but I really liked it. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I'm terrible at double unders. I was talking to James about that and Candace.
Yeah.
I am the world's worst double under. But after I got through that, getting the snatches were not a problem. So I'm going to do it again. I'm
Oh,
excited about
definitely.
doing
This
it
is
again.
a definite redo
Yeah,
for me.
I mean, I would do it this evening. But
Yeah.
I think I'm going to pull it off either Sunday or Monday. Give my shoulders a little bit of room. But
Sure.
anyway.
I think I'm going to go Monday afternoon, rest this weekend. It's been a little bit of a heavy week in terms of just programming workout-wise. I redid 23.2 on Monday, so that was pretty heavy anyway.
Yeah.
With the heavy thruster, some of you guys know about that. And so then obviously working out the rest of the week. So I think give it a couple days rest, come in here Monday fresh, redo.
And then, like, we had overheads in three
We did.
different rounds of overheads in our workout. So our shoulders are a little bit toasted right now.
Yeah, no doubt. We got some athletes running through this
Oh, here
workout
we
now.
go.
There's Gomez, as we call her sometimes, and we see Candace in the background working on those snatches.
And we
Look at that.
missed looking at her double unders.
I know.
There's Ken.
Ken cycling through those snatches, looking great. Guys moving quick.
Now there's
smooth.
Junior down at the end.
There's G2 down there with a snatch. Look at that. Good. Look at that. Oh, cycling. Look
Nice.
at that. Touch and go on his snatches. Those
Yeah,
look
he's
really
doing
smooth.
well.
Looking good. He was worried about his snatch. I talked to him. He was worried about that, but those look really good. Here's Shale. Here's Free. Look at those snatches. Looking good. We got one of our youngest athletes in the background there.
there's
Look
Ruby.
at that. Isn't that just awesome? Who doesn't love that?
She
you know?
comes with her mom. Her mom is one of the coaches for Reboots. And
Yep.
she comes with Bridget. And she is so
So
fun to
awesome.
watch. She gets in and works with those ladies, and she's a hard worker.
I love watching that. I just think that's so awesome. You just tell she's having a great time. Look, we got some athletes working on wall walks back here.
There she goes. Look at her.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
my goodness.
Look at that. Is that not
She's amazing.
She's doing an awesome job.
Really good job.
Wow. All right. Go, Ruby. Look at that. We've got some comments coming in. Ruby is doing an awesome job. Gosh, she is cycling those walls.
she's
Look
not.
at
Yeah,
that.
she is not scaling at all. She's
To say I'm
RX
envious
in
would
this
be an
thing.
understatement. Wow, looking awesome.
okay.
Yeah,
so
she's shaking
they're
those arms out. Good.
so they're adding weights up on this end now.
Yep.
They're going for their next round. So
Second
that's
round
great.
of snatches. That's awesome. They're cycling through. G2 on those wall walks. There's Coach Candace on those wall walks as well.
Yep.
See Gomez and Ken down there going through their walks. Looking good. Oh, they're moving really, really good. We're about a little over 3 minutes in, so we're about halfway through, a little over halfway through on this first set. So we'll see how these athletes finish this out.
They're so funny. I'm laughing at my grandson, Junior. He was coming off that wall walk and just belly flop.
Just straight
collapsed.
drop.
Yeah.
You know,
as soon as
it's-
his hand touched the line, he was down.
Oh, no doubt. You know, it's interesting. You kind of get to that place, you kind of get to that place on those wall walks From the standpoint of once your shoulders, this is a heavy, intensive shoulder workout. So once your shoulders start getting fatigued, you can just get your hands back to the line. You just want to drop.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
sense in staying time under tension. Just go to the floor.
This is Candace, and her rhythm, her ability just to move so fluidly is amazing to me.
Cycling those double unders.
Yeah,
she's so smooth and fluid.
She teaches here, as a matter of fact, does clinics for us, and she's one of the best.
Yeah, I need to be one of her students.
There's Junior.
Apparently. There's G2 in there,
He's
busting those
going.
double unders out. Look at that, doing great.
He's
doing
good.
Awesome. Good for him. Looking good. There's Pops checking him out. It's awesome. He's gonna get that belt.
He's got to go to
Heavy
heavyweight
snatches,
now.
135 snatches for him.
That's a lot of weight for that boy.
That's heavy. Yeah, that's awesome. I know he's worried about this, but I told him he's got this. There's no doubt. He'll do well. About 4.5 minutes into this workout, it's Coach Candace with that snatch. Male in the back, fixing to come up with a snatch. Here comes G2.
Yeah, there.
Junior.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, yeah,
There
look
he
at
goes.
that. Look
Yeah,
at that.
that's
Nice.
great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that gave him a little bit of confidence.
Yeah,
right there.
look good. Form and technique look good. Range of motion looks good. I see Ken back there on some double unders in the background. You can see him moving fast on those double unders. Wow.
He is turning them over.
Athlete's got about
Melissa
1
Gomez.
minute left on this first sequence here.
I guess Melissa Elkins, we call her Gomez,
Yeah.
but anyway, she's doing really well on her lifts. Here she goes.
Oh, yeah. Get it up there. There
yeah,
you go.
she's
Good job.
Really nice.
Nice.
They're doing a good job.
Here's Ken.
We got some of our athletes warming up, and others of them just
They're
rooting on
into
these
their
others.
last. Yeah, they're into their last minute. If they can finish these snatches, they'll get 3 additional minutes. We've had several athletes today get into that second sequence and get those 3 additional minutes
Yeah, that's been
added,
amazing.
which is really awesome to see that.
Yeah.
Shell free, working on those dubs. There's Ruby just having a great time.
Ruby is so good. Gabriel got it again. He picked
Did
it
he
up again.
good.
Really amazing.
That's good. All right.
He's probably picking up over his weight.
Oh, probably, yeah. I don't know what his total weight is, but I would imagine that's getting close, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
he
Michelle
might be,
Free
he might
with a
be around
snatch.
60-ish.
Oh, yeah, so it's getting close. There's Ruby cycling those snatches. Look at that. Smile the whole time.
Yeah,
Look,
she
smiling
does.
the whole time. I wish I could do that in a workout. I wish I could smile. The whole, I'm usually making ugly faces throughout the workout.
No
I wish
doubt.
I could smile like that while I'm working out.
Yeah, she makes it look fun.
That's awesome. Looks like we finished that first sequence.
Yep.
Coach Candace.
Now I wonder if Candace, did she get her?
Looks like she's going to start her strict handstand push-ups.
Okay,
So
wow,
This
nice.
is awesome. Good for her. She should do really well on these.
Yeah.
This is a good movement for her.
And again, she has the plates and the
Yep.
the sit-up pad under her, and that just saves her having to do the floor. Saves your neck, your head, and it's really, for some people, it's just mentally a safety precaution.
Yeah,
for them.
absolutely. I will tell you, at this point in this workout, your shoulders are really feeling it. I mean,
Yeah.
they're feeling it at this point.
Yeah.
You've done a ton of snatches. You've done at least 100. You've done 100 double unders. You've done 10 wall walks.
Yeah.
I mean, your shoulders are really, really feeling it at this point.
She's back on the wall again. And
Yeah. Athletes down here still working. These athletes doing hand release push-ups, a scaled version of those strict handstand push-ups.
yeah,
Doing a great job on those.
Very good.
Looking really, really good. We're about 7.5 minutes in now.
I'm really impressed on both sides of our wall here that we have our CrossFit side and our Reboot side, but I'm just impressed with the form that everybody has.
Yes.
They're just, all these athletes are doing such a good job.
Doing a great job. I'm like you. I love seeing our reboot athletes come in here on the CrossFit side, and they just do a great job. It's just
Yeah.
good to have our whole gym together like this. And I'll tell you, if for those of you listening in, if you haven't been here for Friday Night Lights, it is electric out there. What an
Yeah.
environment. You guys can hear the screams and the chants in the background. You can hear folks just getting so excited. I mean, it's just a great environment. A lot of fun.
And by seeing Ruby there, you know it's a family thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Look at that, just fighting through that snatch. Good job. Coach Candace with some more.
Yep.
Looks like she just got another rep of strict handstand push-ups, doing a great job. Athletes are about 8.5 minutes in, so we're getting close, coming up on that 9-minute mark.
When I watch these athletes doing the handstand push-up without
There
having
you
done
go.
anything with their shoulders is amazing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Just
for
that
them
time
to-
under tension is just
Yeah,
incredible.
It is amazing.
Coach Candace smiling the whole time. She's going to try for another one. She's got time for one more attempt on this handstand push-up.
Oh, come on.
You know, it's just not, at this point in this workout, it's not even as much technique. It's just your muscle fatigue, muscle failure.
Yeah.
You just got all you got, and then it's just a really, really technical workout. So.
And if you're watching like on those handstand push-ups, that's strict, which means that she can't move her legs to help pull herself up.
Right,
And
right.
and that makes it even more intense when you're coming off of all of these weights.
Yep.
And then you have no assistance to kick your legs
right.
to help you get up.
You know, one of the things we talked about yesterday, when we come in after, of course, the release of 23.3, we were laying tape out, doing the measurements,
Yeah.
was the standard has changed. So if you may not have realized this, for those of you listening in,
Yeah.
the standards have changed. About 10 inches off the wall is where your hands have got to be.
Right.
And then it's a 30-inch placement between that with your hands. And so just that standard's a lot different
Yeah.
from what we've seen in years past. And so
And you can't move your hands.
Can't move your
When
hands.
you're stretched out in that push-up position, you can't
Yep.
move your hands until your feet are on the wall.
that's right. So it just changes. It changes
yeah.
the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
You know, and so for some athletes like myself who like to really spread out when I'm doing handstand push-ups, I couldn't do that this
Yeah.
time, and so it changes things a lot. So, but you see those athletes just really fighting through that. So great job on that heat. Great job.
I think I liked it with the measurement off the wall as well. The 10 inches seems to be plenty
Mm-hmm.
of room, because generally what we've been doing is touching our chest to
Sure.
the wall. We have to push our chest to the wall.
Yep.
And so for me, I didn't have to go quite so far back. The 10 inches helped me a little
Yeah,
bit. I don't
that's
know about
awesome.
the rest of them, but
Yeah,
was
it
good
just
for me.
changes athlete based. I mean, you just never know. Every athlete's different. So in
Yeah.
this heat, we've got Daniel Smith, our resident physician there. We like to call him. He's our box doctor, so to speak.
Yeah.
Love him. Great athlete. We got Taylor Stevens coming in. Lee Contreras, many of you know Coach Lee. He's usually on our live stream here. And then we've got Cam Corcoran, Herrick Pate. We've got Aaron Price, James Story, Jonathan Morrison, and Will O'Donnell. So we've got just a full heat here. Great lineup.
Now for Cam, this is his second run today.
Yes, he did. He said he did it at 5 a.m. this
Yeah,
morning.
he came in this morning and he decided he was coming back tonight. And he did that last week, as a matter of fact.
He did.
He did 2 in a day, which is amazing for me. And Taylor ought to give this a pretty good run.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he will do well in this. Daniel Smith will do well with
Oh,
it
yeah.
too.
We
Lee
came in
is great.
yesterday.
All these guys are
This
really
is a
great.
great heat. This heat will be a
Yeah.
lot of fun. We came in yesterday. A lot of us were just going through some of these movement standards and just kind of warming up, seeing how some of these things felt, seeing how our snatch felt, seeing how those wall walks and those handstand push-ups felt.
Yeah.
And so, Taylor will give this a good run. He was, I think he was a little bit nervous about the snatch, but he'll do great here. All these athletes are going to do a great job. This will be a fun heat to watch.
Yes, it will. But I like to watch. I like to watch some of the bigger guys do the wall walk. People when they see that, they think that's an easy thing to do, but that's a lot of movement and putting a lot of weight. You guys
is.
that are big and have all this weight to move. I don't know if you guys get it that are watching, but it looks like, well, they're just walking up the wall with their hands. That's a lot of shoulder work for them to do. It's amazing.
It definitely is.
Like Daniel's a big
Great
guy too.
point. Yeah, Daniel's probably 6'2", I would
Yeah.
say, and I mean you can just see his physique. He's just a really good size guy. And
Some
so,
of the
yeah.
smaller, more gymnast physique can just move up that wall quickly.
Yeah, right,
But
right.
bigger guys, it's a lot of work.
It really is. That's such a great point. Such a good point. Just about, and that's what's so interesting about this particular workout versus some of the others. It's just it just changes based on the athlete. Some athletes,
Yes.
this is more tailor-made, so to speak, for them,
Right.
based on how they're built, just their physique, their height, all those things.
Yeah.
And then some, like for me, things like strict handstand push-ups and things are a little bit tougher for me just because I got really, really long arms.
Exactly.
But in the weeks past, some of those things with the rowing and wall balls, well, that's great for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what's great about the Open. It's just such widespread. It's just such a great test of fitness
It
overall.
really is. It really is. I enjoy it. I love it. And I like seeing. I think in my age category, there are about
30 to 35, right?
1,500 of us in the 70 plus, in the 65 plus, about 1,500. And so if you can place, for me, if I can place in the top quarter of that,
Yeah.
or, the top 10 of that. And so right now I'd be in the top 25%. But for me, I just think, how amazing is that?
Oh, it's awesome.
That there are guys 65 years old that I'm competing with overall in the world, and still be able to be up that ladder somewhere. Just
Absolutely.
amazing. I'm really thankful. God has blessed me just to be alive, first of all, but then to have
Sure.
enough health to be able to participate.
Absolutely. It's so cool. You're such an inspiration watching you do. I mean, every day. So consistent, too. I just brag on you for a minute. So consistent here and just giving it, just a ton of work constantly. So work hard. And so it's awesome. It's so
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah, but you bring up a really good point about just the way the Open is structured now and the way the rankings are structured now.
Yes.
So you take my age category, which is 40 to 44. And so, obviously, I've been tracking that really closely to see where I rank.
Yeah.
And so I realized going into this week, I've got, it's not really a tight margin, but I realize about how far of a buffer I've kind of got in there. I can't fall too far. I've got to really make sure that I stay on point, be consistent. I think consistency
Yes.
in the Open is such key. You can't have a really good workout and then really terrible. You really got to try to be consistent throughout. And so it's really interesting to see how you sort of match up across the other athletes across the world that are in your age and division category.
Well, and even with the age and divisions that we have, the other thing that is interesting to me is if I'm just competing against you, I just want to, get a little bit better than you are. But if I'm competing on a world basis and I don't know who all that is, then I've got to do the best I can do. And what we forget sometimes is one rep, just one rep,
Oh, absolutely.
might move you from 500 to 200, or
make
you
all the
might move
difference.
you from 50 to number 2, just one rep, because so many people are involved and doing about the same amount. So it costs me in my mind to make it up that I'm going to do everything I can to the last
Absolutely.
second. That I'm not going to
Absolutely.
quit. I'm going to do it to the last second.
And one of the things I just love, and you, some of you that follow us on Facebook and different things, you've seen some of the comments already, how just today alone, we had one of our athletes this morning that got their very first RX movement. I just think that is in the Open. You just see athletes. I know athletes this year already in this particular Open that have gotten their first ring muscle up have never, ever, ever.
Was that you?
No.
Oh,
no, it wasn't me. I'm still working on mine, unfortunately.
Just trying to help you out.
Still working on mine. No, I got a few. But there was athletes that I know in other places that got their first ring muscle up.
Yeah.
And you're just like, if they wouldn't have ever participated in the Open, would they have ever done it? I don't know. It's hard to say that, but I know this. They were in the Open, worked hard, got there. And so when you see people that do those types of things, whatever that is, doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Some people, this is their first Open that they've ever been in. And it's just so cool to see that environment, see them just having a good time. It's just one of the things I love about CrossFit is just the
Well, see,
community.
that's what I was saying about the double unders. I don't do double unders here at the gym hardly ever. I mean, I'll practice every once in a while. Rarely. I'll use a heavy rope and do singles. But for this, I don't have a choice.
Yeah, right.
So
right.
I have to compete with that double under, which is really terrible.
Yeah, that's what's great about the Open. It's it plays everybody's strengths and weaknesses, and so you just never know. That's why we show up, give it all we got, and just just work hard and have fun. I think that is probably the key. Is just have fun. I tell you, these last few weeks have just been an absolute blast. We've had such a good time. Regardless of where you fall in the rankings, whatever, that's all part of it. But really just having a good time, spending time with our friends, family in this community. And it's just truly one of the things I love about CrossFit. You just cannot overstate how cool and how special the community is.
Yeah, I say this a lot, and we even say it from our church. We have a lot of CrossFitters that come to the church where we attend. But that's another thing I love about this gym is the family atmosphere that's here. You would never feel bad about bringing your kids around here. Or
Sure.
They have a place for our children here as well. Right. But you'd never feel bad about that because of the athletes that are here. And I'm not saying that everybody is a Christian. That's not what I'm going. But the built-in family attitude that everyone has, starting with our owners and running right through all of our coaches. So it's really it really makes it great here. We love it.
A lot of fun. I mean, you just want to hang out here Just have a good time. And like you see folks just supporting one of some of these athletes, that I see in here right now worked out an hour ago, and you still see them in here just supporting one another,
Absolutely.
changing weights out. Some are staying behind to help judge. It's just a lot of fun. You see Ruby over there still hanging out.
Yep.
I mean, just a great time. Just a
Yeah,
great
it
time.
is absolutely wonderful.
I mean, where else would you rather be on a Friday night?
This is it.
I know.
This is great.
This is so much fun. So let's talk
Christy,
about.
look. Do they have Christy? Can y'all see her? Can you see the left screen right now?
Hang on.
This is such a great shot. It's on the right screen. Okay. So Christy is giving instructions. She's one of our coaches, and she's going to be coaching or judging, and so she was really explaining everything, and I love that.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, when you get a girl and they've got a big old guy over there, and this girl has her finger out saying, "You got to do this and this and this." It's so
Well,
great.
it's a great point too, because there are some strict standards. There's always strict
Absolutely.
standards, but these are really technical in terms of hand placement,
Yes.
feet on the wall. There's just some things about this particular workout that are really important.
Now see what she's doing again.
Exactly. Great point there that I was just
She-
trying to make.
Yeah. In other words, our judges here aren't just our friends. They're going to let us do anything to get by. That judge is going to make sure we're doing it right. They'll no rep us if we don't, which we deserve
Absolutely.
that. But then encourage us and show us what we need to do. And one of the things she just showed him, whether I know you guys saw this, he had to get behind that line,
Yep.
and he had his fingers facing the line. She
Yep.
told him to turn his hand sideways because it would be a little bit easier for him.
bit
And I
easier.
think, man, what a great technique for him from a coach wanting him to succeed.
Great coaching cue there. That's
she's
a
not-
great cue to give him, and just those small things, just incremental small changes like that can make a huge difference
Yeah.
in a workout like this. Huge difference. There's Cam. You see him busting out those double unders, and then I see Coach Lee. There's Boy Taylor and Daniel in the back, all working on those dubs. So going really fast, really smooth, but consistent. You don't want to.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about this workout, and we talked about this in just first thoughts sort of segment that we did yesterday here with Coach Soph, was it's a lung burner a little bit, but you don't want to come out too hot in this workout.
Right.
You want to come out, get a really almost uncomfortable pace, but you come out too hot and
Yeah.
it will catch you really, really quick.
Exactly. We got Cam on the weights now on this end. Of course, everybody there is pulling.
Yeah, everybody going through, cycling through those snatches.
Yeah.
See Cam, Coach Lee, Boy Taylor there. You see Daniel here busting through those 95-pound snatches. We got 15 of those to get through. And like you mentioned, here's Cam on the far end. You see there,
Yeah.
This is his second time doing this workout today.
Yeah.
And so there's a possibility he may do it again Monday.
That smile on his face. I love that. I love it. I think another thing, too, when you look at these weights and you're saying, well, that's only 95 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's only 95 pounds, y'all, after you've done 5 wall climbs, after you've done 50 double unders.
Yep.
And then you've got to do these 12 snatches. It's
Yeah.
just, it's really incredible. It will take your oxygen quickly.
Absolutely. So all three of our male athletes here on those wall walks. You got
Yep.
Cam on this end, Coach Lee, and then Boy Taylor just cycling through those wall walks. You know, one thing on those second set of 5 wall walks, they were much more taxing than I expected.
You know, that's what I didn't get there, so I don't know that. But that is exactly what everyone seems to have said. That,
They were.
that you wouldn't think they would have been that bad.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's what Cam had said when I talked to him before he got
A little
on.
surprising. It was more surprising. I was more surprised than I realized when I got there, just at how taxing those were.
I
and
think
how
Lee's
they-
asleep. I think
Yeah,
Lee's asleep.
Lee said, "Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to do
Sophia,
those."
kick him.
So husband and wife duo there. He judges her, she judges him, and so they just do an awesome job. Lee. So quick story on Leroy. So Leroy and I have been friends for a long time. So he and I started CrossFit at the same time at the same gym.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ah.
And so he and I have been working out together for a long time. We both started at CrossFit 11 back in the day. It's changed names and ownership now, but that's where
Yeah.
he and I both started. And so a lot of fun to still be working out with him. He's just a dear
That's
friend of mine.
amazing.
I see Boy Taylor back there cycling through those 135-pound snatches.
If he was concerned about him, he needs to get over his concern because
I
that boy's
agree.
doing well.
Cam's on them now. Leroy working through those dubs. I see Danny over there on the wall walks.
Now, Cam, one of the things that he was concerned about is making it to the 185.
Yeah, surely.
But there's some huge jumps in these weights.
There's
for
huge
you
jumps. That's a
guys.
great point. From 135 to 185. That's a big jump.
It
4
is.
reps.
Yeah, for
Four.
a snatch.
Yeah, and when you're talking about doing that for 9 reps,
Yeah.
you know, you take like me. I've got my 1 rep's 205. If you tell me I got to do 185 for 9 reps, that's going to really
Yeah.
be a real problem for me.
Yeah. There's our doctor. He's working on his
Oh
double
yeah,
unders.
wearing those double unders out.
Yeah.
Boyd Taylor just finished his set of 135-pound snatches, getting ready to get back on that wall. So these athletes are about 4.5 minutes in. And so if you'll notice, so Boyd Taylor is now kicked up for his handstand push-up. So he just got, by finishing those snatches, he just got this additional 3 minutes. So now he's got till 9 minutes to finish this round.
That's
here.
5. He just 6, I think. How many was he supposed to do? 6? What?
On who we talking about?
5. Boyd Taylor just did.
Did he just do?
He did 6.
handstand push-ups.
Yeah,
So he's got to get
unbroken.
20. Yeah. Yep.
That's amazing, y'all.
Really good. There's Leroy wearing those snatches out.
He's
Loving
strong
that.
also.
He is so
that
strong.
boy is
Moving
strong.
weight for him is just not a problem. He is
Yeah.
such a strong athlete. Such a good athlete. Such a great coach. I tell you, that's one thing. We have some absolutely unbelievable coaches here.
Yes, we do.
Man, Cam is busting those
Cam is
handstand
moving
push-ups
hard, bro.
out like they're nothing. You see his range of motion that he's got to go. He's just got a short range of motion. He has
Yeah.
to go from bottoming to lockout.
Yeah.
So that's a real advantage for him.
Yep.
So he's just wearing those
And
things
he
out.
is so strong in his shoulders.
He is so
This
strong.
This whole thing for him is one of those days built for him,
Yeah,
for his
definitely.
body.
Definitely. Coach Lee finishing those 135-pound snatches, and he's going to get on his handstand push-ups. He just got 3 minutes added to his time.
Again, one of the things I'm just watching, this has nothing to do with the guys doing the work. It has to do with the guys putting the weights on. That when these athletes are busy going to the wall, other athletes that are volunteering are in here changing their weights
Yep.
and adding the weights on and taking care of lining it up, making sure everything is ready for them. It's just an amazing
Yeah,
group of folk here.
definitely. Yeah, I might have worked as hard changing weights today as I did working out in the workout, to be honest with you. I changed a lot of weights today. But I love doing it. It's a lot of fun because while you're changing weights, you're also able to kind of cheer on the athletes because you're right there in
Yeah,
the action.
exactly.
You're right there with them, and it's
Yeah.
a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Boyd Taylor working through his double unders here. About 6.5 minutes in. I see Cam down there working through his double unders as well.
Now, what did he roll up to now?
So now he's at 185. So he's got 9 of these at 185 pounds.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep. So he has got to get through these if he wants to add 3 more minutes and get to a 12-minute time cap. So this was the weight he was actually most concerned about when I talked to him yesterday. We were kind of just testing some of these weights. He said, Steven, I'm really worried about the 185. He said, I just hadn't snatched that kind of weight lately.
Yeah.
He can certainly do it. He just was like, I hadn't lifted that kind of weight as of late. So it's certainly at that kind of rep.
Yeah,
9
yeah.
reps at that weight's pretty heavy. And so he was a little bit worried. He just locked out one, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Coach
it was very
Lee's
good.
busting through those handstand push-ups. Looking great.
I know you all might not want to like Steven. I get that if you don't like him, but you need
I
to
get that a
like.
lot.
You need to like this YouTube. And you need to subscribe. So
Yes.
you need to like and you need to subscribe.
Please.
Just heads up.
Like and subscribe and
Even
share
though you
it.
may not like us,
Yeah.
at least for the YouTube
Yeah.
for CrossFit.
Yeah, I know I'm not likable. I know that.
Yeah,
I
we
can
make
tell-
it hard.
My wife tells me that all the time. So Coach Lee working through those handstand push-ups. Boyd Taylor with another snatch at 185, locked out. Good. Look really,
It's amazing.
really good.
These guys are doing such a wonderful job. There's his wife, Taylor.
Yep, there's girl Taylor. She
She's over taking pictures of him.
she
Oh,
is an-
what's up?
She's an amazing Olympic lifting.
I hope he
coach.
gets it. I hope he gets it. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, my
great.
goodness.
Well, we really had to fight
Well,
for that one.
yeah. Well, she was taking his picture.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Probably if she weren't there, he wouldn't have picked.
He may
that
not
one.
have. That's
No,
right.
no
That's
way.
exactly right.
No way.
Cam just got another snatch at 185. Coach Lee's going back to the wall for some more handstand push-ups. These athletes are really working through this, looking good.
That is amazing to me.
Yep. Here's Cam with another snatch. 185. Good. They've got about 15 seconds to finish these to get to the next round. I don't know how many Boy
Unbelievable.
Taylor has left, but we'll find out here in a minute if he's going to finish this round. I believe he did.
Wow.
I believe he did. He's back to the handstand push-ups. Really good. So now he's got till 12 minutes to finish these, and the snatch will go to 225. So he's got 20 of these, 50 double unders, and then 6 snatches at 225.
You guys are able to watch this and watch his body and what he's doing on those push-ups. You've just got to be in awe. I mean, that's a jaw drop to me to watch these guys. Andrew was the same way today. They're doing a wonderful job. He's, I guess, the only one left right now
I think so. I think he's the only one.
on this end.
Now, Coach Andrew, who's also our gym owner, he also made it to this place right here where Boy Taylor's at. So he got to the last round where he had 12 minutes, and he had 1 handstand push-up left before time expired on him. So Andrew made it really, really far in this work. He got 19 of these. And
Wow.
was working on the 20th one, and then time expired. So he made it really, really far.
I just
as well.
wonder worldwide how these boys are lining up.
Yeah.
This has got, they got to be in the top. I mean, they've got to be. I just can't imagine athletes much better than these boys.
I'll tell you, after you've done a set of 20 of these, and now you're working on another set of 20, so 40 total of these. It's really taxing on the
Yeah.
shoulder. Really, really taxing. I remember a few years back when they first come out with and actually programmed the strict handstand push-up movement. And it was an annihilation. I did really, really good on the first part of the workout. When I got there, I was like, I feel really, really good. And so then I was only able to get about 5 of those total, and and it was just amazing. So look at that entire gym right now. I want you guys just to take a moment. Just look, the whole gym has kind of rallied around our
Absolutely.
athletes, rallied around Boy Taylor here, and just such support in this gym. I mean, I'm getting fired up just watching that. I'm not even out there, but I'm getting fired up just watching everybody, just cheering them on. Such support out there. If that doesn't make you want to just keep going, I don't know what does.
And that's why I'm not talking to y'all. That's why I'm really watching this, because I'm interested. It's absolutely crazy.
So he's got
I mean,
about
I just said,
45
come on,
seconds.
let's go.
About
You got
45
this.
seconds to finish these and get on those double unders. Now, if he can get to the double unders, he'll chip away at those really, really fast and really rack up some reps in
Yeah.
a short amount of time.
So what number is on? Do you know?
Oh, he's got to be working on 15 or 20, and he's got to be getting close.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, that was it. I knew he was probably getting close. So now 50 of these. Like I said, he'll really rack up some reps. Right? It's really important. If you can get back to those double unders, you're just talking about just every rep's going to count
Yeah.
at that point for sure.
Now y'all can see everybody in the gym is fixated now. This has become an issue.
Yeah, he's got about 10 seconds. He probably will finish these, if I had to guess. Maybe he'll get really, really close. I mean, he is chipping away. He's going super fast on those.
And the athletes that just got done, that didn't
One,
keep going, they're
nine.
right there cheering him on.
I don't know what he
bullet
got
for him.
to, but he had to be getting really close to 40
Yeah.
or 50 there
Yeah.
on those dubs. So really good score. That's a really good
Wonderful.
score.
It was great.
Really good score. I mean, only the elite level CrossFit Games type athletes are going to finish this workout.
That's right.
Just because of the taxation that's
Yeah.
going to happen in terms of that. So really,
can
really
imagine.
impressive. All of our athletes did a great job on that workout. It's just been really impressive
Very
to
cool.
watch so far. So, hey, let's talk about teams. So, one of the things I noticed, you and I are both wearing green CFT logos.
What can I say?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to
Well,
tell
we
you.
are leading the team competition.
Well, I
by
didn't
the
want
way.
to say, but I'm glad you brought it up just so everybody out there that's watching kind of knows.
Yeah.
Now, there's been things thrown around the gym of things like this, like the green team at CFT is probably the greatest CrossFit team that's ever been assembled. And we've been compared to teams like CrossFit Mayhem, CrossFit Freedom, CrossFit Invictus. I don't know. I mean, that's not my words, but I'm just saying.
You must say, we're a pretty good team.
We're a pretty good
We're
team.
really just stomping everybody else, to be honest with you. They're so far back on the trail, they're in our
That's
dust. So
good. We
we're
couldn't
good.
resist. That
No.
we love all of our teams, our blue team and our purple. We love you guys, we do. But we have just a great, friendly competition every year, and so we're Green Machine, and so proud, and so it's just a lot of fun. We are. We're a big family. We cut up, and so I was kidding some the other day about how CFT, the green team, was the greatest CrossFit team that's ever been assembled in the history of CrossFit, and they were like, "Are you being serious right now?" I was like, "Yeah." So we just cut up, and have a lot of fun, just a lot of fun.
but it is a good competition. We all get shirts, whether you're green or purple, blue, red, whatever your team color is, and so we get shirts. And then in the competition, depending on our age categories, what we do in the competition is also transferred into a list for all of us of a competitive order. And again, I hate to say this, but the green team is at the top of the competitive order. What can we say?
I mean, they kind of are. I don't know. I mean, me and Coach Andrew were talking earlier, and it was like,
Yeah.
we're kind of so far ahead, it's kind of out of touch. So, I mean, it's kind of out of reach. So, I don't know. And he's also on the green team. So, I mean, Represent. I mean, so we've been talking about how it's the greatest CrossFit team ever assembled. And
No question about it.
I can't argue with that. The facts are the facts. I don't know. So we do. All kidding aside, we have a great time. We just cut up. It's a friendly competition, and we just have a great time cutting up. And everybody wears their colors, and you'll see some of the ladies, they've got blue glitter on because they're on the blue team, and you'll just see the purple out there and the green, and I wear my green shoes on Friday night. So just a ton of fun. We have a great time with it. Just a great time with it.
Not changing the subject, but hanging in that competition area. The other thing that I really like about this gym in particular, because I don't know about the other boxes, but I know this one is very interested in our nutrition.
100%. Absolutely.
I mean, people that are nutritionists are a part of our gym. And then we're encouraged, not just annually, but during the year,
Definitely.
to get body scans and to make sure we're eating properly and keeping our food right. It kind of aggravates my wife because there's certain things I eat or don't eat, and she doesn't know how to cook, but on those orders. But it helps me a lot because you get to a point that you just go eat anything, but then you have to think, no, wait a minute, I've got a nutritionist that's watching me, and
so good.
I've got athletes that are watching me, so I need to make sure that I'm towing the line. So I appreciate our gym to
Me
not
too.
only be a great family place, fun place, a place for competition, friendly competition, but competition, of course, but then also for our nutrition. I think it's just really a great aspect that we have.
Such a great point.
Lee is here to take my place. I'm
Coach
leaving.
Lee
I
in
love all
the
y'all.
house.
Thanks
Come
for
on,
being here.
baby. Mind your seat, Lee. Do I need to move?
Come on, Gideon. Tell
You
them
sure?
tell them how good you is.
We could share this chair if you want to share a chair, or is that weird? If I did tell him Coach Lee's coming in, and so I did tell the group, Coach Lee, that you and I started CrossFit at the same gym together.
Yeah.
It's been many years ago, but so
Back
I
in
just
the
tell
beginning.
him back in the beginning. So I want to know this. I want to know your first I know the story, but I want them to know the story. Your first CrossFit workout experience. Let's hear about that. It's such a good story.
I try and hide the story for as many people as possible, but obviously I can't anymore. The exact workout was 5 rounds. It was 20 wall ball, 10 pull-ups, 100-meter sprint. And it was, 5 rounds for time. And me being the football player and soccer player I was 2 years prior in high school, I was like, yeah, easy. Wall balls, pull-ups,
No problem.
running, easy peasy. First round, I think I did my 20 wall ball unbroken. I did 2 strict pull-ups, and then I could not do another pull-up. So I had to pull the old green bands out, start knocking out some pull-ups, and then, as typical CrossFit fashion is, whenever you see a workout that says sprint, what do? You're going to sprint, right?
No sprint.
So I sprinted 100 meters, came back in, felt pretty rough. I was like, we'll just keep trucking along. Round 2, on that workout, one round probably should have taken, 3 minutes, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe not even that long, maybe 2, 90 seconds. I'm pretty sure it took me 5 minutes to do the next round. And then I laid on the ground and then proceeded to throw up. So 2 rounds into a 5-round workout, after scaling, yeah.
That was great.
I had lasagna right before that, so wouldn't recommend eating lasagna before you work out, especially on a CrossFit Open workout like this. But yeah.
Such a good story. I love that story. Mine was similar. The only thing is I'm ashamed to say is mine was wall balls and box jumps on my first workout. It was, and I had never done CrossFit, didn't even know what it was, quite honestly. And then somebody invited me to come, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll try this. I can do anything. I actually quit. I couldn't finish the workout. I had to stop.
Yeah.
I had to literally physically stop the workout. And what's funny is I was like, in my mind, I was like, I love this. I'm coming back tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the
I
rest
did
is
the
history.
same thing. I did the
rest
same
is
thing.
history. I don't know.
I think that's the crazy thing. It's like you see athletes that are, relatively decent at CrossFit. Steven's a pretty good athlete himself. And to hear stories like this should help really anybody that's watching. Because, the common misconception a lot of people have is, I have to get in shape before I get there. Just roll through it.
Absolutely. So, hey, check out these athletes here. We got Skylar there in lane 1 working through those snatches. Man.
For those watching and haven't done this workout, let me go ahead and tell you what the worst part is. It is double unders, 1,000%. For anybody that wants to know.
Yes.
Because everything else changes. The wall walks is a low number. The weight is light. You can move it, and it descends. But double unders stay the same. And it's not a small number. It is 50. So I'm definitely ready to redo. I talked to Dylan. I think I'm going to redo it tomorrow morning.
Oh, awesome. Good call.
Today, it's just a little test run.
Yeah, same way.
Test the waters.
I was the same way. I underestimated the doubles. Just on my second set. First set did unbroken. Felt really, really good. Second set, tripped 5 times.
Yep.
And at that point, mentally, you break down. I don't know about you guys. I am a mental case. So I'm just terrible. When anything messes up, if anything goes wrong in a workout like that, mentally I just get all discombobulated. So I was like, trip 5 times. It was eating away at my time. I knew I only had 6 minutes. So I was like, So I was like, well, I'll work out for 6 minutes. I'll get good and loose. I'll redo this thing.
Yeah.
That's good. So, hey, comment below if you're going to redo this workout. Come on, let's hear about it. Yeah. So we were cutting up. I don't know if you heard this or not. Me and Mike, we were cutting up a little bit.
Who knows?
And I noticed what color you have on your T-shirt. You notice what we got here?
The winning team.
The winning team.
Look, see, on the screen
look
too.
Look at that.
I mean, we're just winning all around.
And so I made a comment. You see, I'm getting a little bit of feedback here. Coach Candace is like, get out of here with your green team. Go blue steel, baby.
Go green.
And so
I
said this. I was like, listen, there's been things thrown around in the gym about the green team at CFT being the greatest CrossFit team ever assembled.
Absolutely.
We've been compared to teams like CrossFit Freedom, CrossFit Invictus.
I like it.
I can't argue with that.
I mean, it's a proven fact, obviously. Just being in the most dominant state of CFT history right now.
I think so.
Obviously, we are the next CrossFit Mayhem Freedom. I guess I'll take the title of Rich Froning if nobody else is going to.
It's fitting. Very fitting. Very fitting. I think it's fitting. I'm like, I would agree with that.
I'll shave a little spot right here in my head that way I can really fit in the role. I mean, obviously, I gotta start eating a little bit better than Chick-fil-A.
You gotta carve up. I mean, you gotta fuel up for this kind of work. We're putting in work.
I mean, last night I probably ate at least 700 carbs worth of rice, so I'm good.
But hey, I saw you made it through the 9-minute portion.
Yep.
So you made, which was really impressive. I did not make it that far. I was short a little bit on the 135-pound snatches. Kind of held me back. I tripped on my double unders. Kind of got me way behind on my time. So that's the one biggest thing I learned was you've got to be consistent on those dubs because if you're not, it's going to chip away at your time. You're not going to have enough time to get back to the wall. But I saw where you did. So how were those strict handstand push-ups?
So for me, I think mentally the strict handstand push-ups got me because I did such small sets. I think I opened up with 3 or 4. And then from there, I just felt like I wasn't chipping away at them like I should. So I think, if you're doing handstand push-ups, if you're decently proficient at them, I consider myself pretty decent at handstand push-ups. Knock out a big set.
Yeah, definitely. Good
like
point.
Josh earlier, he knocked out 15 and 5.
Wow.
So he did a giant set, which I think that's what I'm going to end up doing with this.
Yeah.
Because it is something that you can move on as long as you stay moving on it.
Yeah.
I think Skylar's kind of he's a much more mentally strong athlete than me because he can tell himself to get back on the wall. But you could see he opened up with a smaller set too, and I feel like just that smaller set, it starts to chip away at you, and mentally it starts chipping away at you.
That's a really good point.
Because you just get to a point where you're like, man, this is never going to end.
It seems like so many, right?
Yeah.
It seems like so many.
So we are 5.5 minutes in.
Yep.
We got Martine working on his snatches at 135. Looks like he's probably going to finish those up.
Yeah,
Looks like he was in the same boat I was. He was just chipping away at those snatches, kind of playing the clock, trying to get to that 6-minute mark.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
then from there, we'll kind of make things work. So I'm assuming this is going to be his last rep.
Probably.
Probably rep number 12.
Yep.
There it is.
There he goes.
So you can see he got that done. Looks like he's about to head
He
to
was
the
practicing
wall.
yesterday like a lot of us on those strict handstand push-ups. He was able to bust them out. Very
Yep.
little problem at all.
So we had Skylar get through his 20. Looks like he's on those doubles. So he's going to the 9-minute mark. He's in a good position right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's finished the 20. He's got 50 of these, and then he'll have 9 snatches at 185.
Man, I was looking forward to that 185 barbell.
Oh.
After seeing Cam and Taylor fail the first rep, I was like, man, I'm ready to get there.
I'm ready.
But,
Yeah, that's the thing I think a lot of athletes don't realize going into this workout is how much tax it puts on just your shoulders. It's such a shoulder-intensive workout.
Absolutely.
God.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna redo it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
But I think the mat is the way to go for me,
Yeah, I think
rather
so.
than the plates.
Good point. Yeah, I would have if I would have got to that point. I definitely would have done the mat. That was my plan. I'm going to redo it. I think Monday afternoon. Get good and well rested. I was telling somebody earlier. I said, it's been a little bit of a heavy week in terms of I redid on Monday.
Yep.
23.2. So I redid. We had spicy workout, heavy thruster again, and so within 3 days I did that twice. Plus we programming this week. So I think take a little bit of rest, come in here Monday fresh, and really just try to crush it. So, my goal as a 40 to 44-year-old athlete in that division is get as far as I can into those strict handstand push-ups. I think that's going to be really important for me. So I just got to get through those 135-pound snatches.
Yeah. So Skylar's looking very strong at
Yes.
185. Very, very
Smooth.
strong.
Real smooth.
Martine's still chipping away at his handstand push-ups. He's probably almost done with these. He's got
Yeah.
shoulders the size of Mount
He
Everest.
does. Super strong.
So
Super
be able
strong.
to move through this. He's the guy last week that hit the max thruster in the gym at 315.
Incredible.
So if that tells you anything about his shoulders,
Incredible. Put him at number 50 on the wall.
Yep.
Incredible.
Now his other score,
Yeah.
don't look at it.
That's
We got
That's
1
right.
minute left for these two athletes. Martine's gonna start working on them doubles.
Oh yeah. He'll bust through these really good. He's usually pretty efficient and fast on his dubs, so he should do really well. He should finish these, I would imagine, and get to that heavy snatch. So
Skylar just finished his snatch, so he's back to the wall for those handstands. Looks like we got Hannah Witt in the scale division.
Oh,
Looks like
yeah,
she's
look at
cranking
Hannah.
out on her
she
rounds
is.
too.
Yeah, looking great.
Let's see, they had hand release push-ups. She's probably, she's obviously on round 3 or 4.
Yeah,
don't
I
know
would
which
definitely
round it
think
is.
so.
We'll see whenever we can see the weight that's put on this bar. It looks like we have 75 on this bar, if I
Yeah.
can see it correctly.
I think that's right.
Unless there's a 5 in between.
Oh, so close.
It looked extremely easy.
Yeah.
So Martine's going to be finished
she's
up.
getting it up there. She's getting it so close.
Looks like
She's
she was
gotta
on
get under.
round 3 there, so she just finished up
gotta get
round
under.
3. So all we have is Skylar
All
left.
right, Skylar's
He's
working on
cranking
the-
away at these handstands. Skylar's definitely one of the athletes that I think could finish this.
Yeah, he's got till 12 minutes, right? So he's got another almost a little more than 2.5 minutes. Finish the dubs, and then 6 snatches. So the time is certainly there. He's got time to do it.
But as you can tell, that shoulder fatigue is definitely kicking in.
Definitely. So one of the things I would just recommend, if you haven't done this workout or if you're going to redo, just keep in mind, really get those shoulders good and warmed up before this workout.
So James asks us questions randomly throughout the show.
Great
Just so
question.
y'all know,
Great
if we ever
question.
start talking about something really random. So he asked me, I don't even know what the question was anymore because I already forgot it.
How happy were you to get more time and then immediately sad that you did?
I got done with the snatch and I said, I really wish the workout was over. Because you just look at the wall and you're like, well, here goes the next 3 minutes. This is not going to be fun. But I do think because for me, just handstands in general, I don't use plates very often.
Yeah, me neither. Used to, but not anymore.
Yeah, I've started using the red mat and the black mat a lot more. So I think, not that is an excuse, but I think mentally it did affect it.
Yeah.
The way you do handstands. I mean, even yesterday when we practiced them, we were all doing it on the red mat.
That's right.
So
Yeah, your hand placement on the plates is important. Like if your hands get off, it just feels kind of funky. So
yeah. And not to mention, I mean, so everybody here knows the standard. Obviously, we don't have the lines on the plate.
Yeah.
But the standard is it's a 30-inch line and your hands have to be on it. So the way we did it here, just so everybody is aware and doesn't think that we're trying to cheat the standards at all, the tape is marked underneath the plates, and the eyelets of the plates are on that line.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on the very edge of it. So as long as some part of your hand is in that ring of the plate, you're within the standard.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we're clear on that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I could just see something.
Oh, he's just finished
being
his dubs. He's got 30 seconds.
30 seconds trying to get one snatch at 225 here.
Yeah,
And again, if there's one person that can do it, it's definitely him.
You've never tried to snatch 225.
Looks like he's going to go for just that one
A
attempt.
lot of weight.
He's got the crowd behind him. You can see him in the background cheering him on. Team Green right
we
here
go.
for the W.
Let's go. Boom.
There it
Nice
is.
lift.
Ooh.
Nice lift.
There's one, baby.
Nice.
Nice. So
Made
we
it look
got
easy.
one snatch at 225.
Solid.
Wow,
Good workout.
That's really good.
It's really good. That's what I was telling him in the last segment was if you can get through those 20 strict handstand push-ups and get to those dubs, you can really make up some serious. I mean, you're just chipping away rep after
Absolutely.
rep. I mean, it's so fast.
Absolutely.
Versus the handstand push-ups are going to be much slower. The snatches are going to be much slower. So it just changes the dynamic in terms of that. So that was fun to watch. That was a blast, man. I was trying to figure out, Leroy, we were talking about this before you come back in. We didn't know where these come from, but I'm really glad they're here.
Sponsored.
So this is for those who are on YouTube Live. This is what we get to snack on. So this is awesome. This is like post-WOD. I mean, what better recovery food is there than
not.
Reese Cup on post-WOD?
That is,
I mean, is
certified
Yes.
recovery best in-class recovery system right there.
Check CrossFit's website. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's on there. It's sponsored.
You know, the second thing that's best to that is after Friday Night Lights, you hit up Munoz. And you get you some cheese dip.
Margarita.
James
Cheese
says
dip.
a margarita.
Some
So,
rice.
That is
Some
second in line to Reese's, obviously.
Some Polo Loco or something like
Yeah.
that, you know? Come on.
Um,
I feel like after doing the open workout, though, you earn it. Like, I feel like you deserve it, you know?
Definitely.
So who we got coming up?
Let's see. So our next heat, oh Lord, this is going all over the place. This will be heat number 8 at 5:20. Obviously, we're a little bit behind. We had some things kind of happen earlier that kind of put us a little bit behind. So this heat will probably get started in the next couple of minutes. We'll probably push it back to 5:30 just to kind of get back on the schedule. But we got Jake Elkins, Matt Kinsley, Gabby, Riley Robertson, Donnie Thornberry, Chad Brewer, Gary, Megan, and Maddie.
Nice.
So this is going to be a fun heat to
Oh,
watch.
good heat.
All
Great
right,
heat.
Steven, just because Michelle's not in here, I guess this is going to be the Steven Leave show.
Oh, Stephen Lee.
Nice.
Yeah, Shale, back up.
Yeah.
Wait. Is this a typo?
Yeah. Andrew's going again.
What?
I guess he wasn't happy with the score.
What?
So
Wow.
There's
And
that.
keep in mind, I mentioned this in the last segment. So Andrew made it to the round of 12 minutes. So he got his time extended twice. And I think he got 19 strict handstand push-ups. So he was made 1 or 2 reps, maybe I think it was just 1, away from finishing that.
Yep.
So that's pretty impressive. He's going to go again within an hour.
So I asked my Instagram to give me questions for just general conversation. And this is obviously for the Free and Lee, but now it's the Stephen Lee show.
Yeah. So Shell, if you're listening, you've been bumped. Official.
Yeah,
It's
I get it.
official.
I know you're out there in the crowd.
That's what you get for pulling for Lee Hanby in the head-to-head workout with me.
See,
Shell.
there you go. How do we get
No,
arms
no,
like
stop.
Steven? I have no
That
idea.
is not. That was.
That's a good question.
They're talking about that other guy. They're talking about
I wish that we knew the answers, but
that.
we don't.
Don't.
Steven knows the answers, so ask him.
Hey, this is the key.
There you go. Sponsored.
That's it. That's how you do it. That and rain.
Yep.
That's it. That's all you need in life.
2 sponsors to this video. All right. So, first question. We may.
Don't look at the screen. Let's keep. You stay on this.
Oh yeah. You don't know if you want his arms or his hair. I mean, I will say, Out of everybody in the gym, this man's already worked out. If you
This
can't
is
tell,
terrible.
he has
I'm
probably
gonna
the
have
best
to
hair in the
I
gym.
need to leave. I'm gonna have to leave.
No.
Where's I need Shell in here. Where's Michelle? Michelle, come back.
I
I
hear,
take back
I hear those
everything I
keys
said.
going. Yeah, his hair looks even better post workout. It has that
Oh,
glisten
my
to it.
gosh.
It looks like that he put the fresh gel in it.
Hey, do you have some questions?
Yeah. All right. What is your favorite movement in CrossFit?
It's funny. It's just-
Oh gosh. All right.
Oh, my
James is
gosh.
typing some things that could be misinterpreted if you do some
Yeah, I'm glad
editing
I'm
of
glad
these
I didn't start-
videos.
I'm glad I didn't
So,
start reading. I'm glad I didn't
we're-
read as he was typing because I would have got really.
Yeah, I got a little worried about that one. There's some inches in here and some weird things. So
Sorry.
all right, here we go.
Hey, we got. Let's lock in.
All right,
What are we doing
look,
here?
We may have already talked about this. The next heat's gonna get started in a minute, but
Oh my gosh.
why did you start CrossFit?
Oh, what a good question! Wow. So Lee kind of alluded to this a minute ago, but man, I thought I was in good shape. I was young. I was in 7 years. I was 35, 36 when I
Young.
started. Yeah. And so I thought, man, I'm in my 30s. So I'm young. I'm in good shape. And then I realized, man, I literally was walking to our mailbox to get the mail. I tell this story. Gabe, my son, he laughs at me because I was walking to the mailbox and I got winded walking to the mailbox. I was like, man. So I was like, man, I got to figure out something. Well, then we had a friend who owned a CrossFit gym, and they invited us to come. And I was like, I don't even know. I'd literally never even heard of CrossFit. And so I said, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll show up. And they were like, hey, come Monday. This is the workout I was talking about. Come Monday. Just try it. If you don't like it, you just come try it for free. If you don't like it, it's fine. And so I came and I tried it. I fell in love. And I realized real quickly, there was two things I realized about CrossFit right off the bat. Number one, just being like, I was trying to go to your standard gym and like run and do, and I just didn't know what I was even doing. Like I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
One thing I love about CrossFit is you just show up, the programming's there. You know, and they, of course, going through our L1, getting our L1, they do talk a lot about programming, but I love just being able to back then, loved being able to show up and just say, hey, here's the workout, here's the time, we're going to coach you, we're going to support you, get it done. But even more so than that was just the community feel that I got day one. As soon as I walked, it's like I've been a member of that gym for 20 years. It was amazing. Like, welcomed in with open arms. Everybody supported you. Everybody loved you. Everybody wanted you to be the very best you be. So those two things for me were just like, man, I was in love.
So that kind of doubles at the second question I was going to ask is what made you keep coming back? So
Yeah.
obviously the community and, I mean, just for me, the overall challenge of it. Because I'm like naturally, I guess, a competitor as it is.
Oh, yeah.
So this is going to sound bad for anybody that's never done CrossFit, but something that beats you down, you're like, man, I can't let this happen again. So you just keep coming back and just keep doing that. Now, obviously, you get to the certain caliber where that's what you want to do. You want to do challenging workouts that feel like you're going to die in. But starting off, you know, you may feel like you're dying, but it's okay.
That's right. We
It's just
die
part of
together. Melissa Gomez Elkins is going again next heat, only if Gabby beats her score. So let's go, Gabby.
Let's
Yeah,
go,
let's
Gabby.
go, Gabby.
So we
That's
got
what I'm
Gabby
talking
moving
about.
through her snatches in round one. All these people are on round one, just kind of cruising through those
Yeah.
snatches. Matt and Gabby, you can see Matt is in the hat, Gabby is in the snatches on the screen.
Oh, look at her moving those snatches.
They are husband and wife, so it's nice to have a little friendly competition
Love
right next to
that.
each other.
Love that. You know, one thing I would say too, Lee, is I learned this really quickly. Like, man, it works. Our one of our mottos around here is real people, real results. I promise you, if you will just trust the programming, trust the process. I know that sounds a little cliche, but it's so true. Give it 90 days. If you're like, I don't know, come give it 90 days, and I promise you, you will see results. That was the one thing I learned too. It didn't take me long to realize, like, whoa, this actually works. I'm getting real results out of this.
And to kind of elaborate on that, we got Kitty Jean there. Looks like she's got those nice sunglasses on. To elaborate on that, I mean, you got to think, we don't have athletes in here that are doing like games athletes that don't work out 12 hours a day. I mean, you got Boy Taylor and Skylar and Steven, who are just normal athletes. They come in for their hour, maybe 2 hours. If you're Boy Taylor, you come in once a week, maybe.
Right, exactly. So crazy.
And they're just athletes because they have, dedicated that 1 hour to 2 hours of just trying to get better. And obviously that plays a factor in daily life as well, like y'all were talking about earlier, when it comes to like eating better and everything. Because once you start to improve in the gym, it makes you want to start improving in life as well. And who doesn't want to be better in life?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I've always been told, you get one body, might as well treat it very, very good while you have it.
Yeah. And for me, I do. I want to be, when I'm 60 or 65 years old, I want to be able to still be able to get around and do what I want to do.
Yeah,
and,
I want to
be
be Mike.
healthy. Yeah, I want to be Mike. I want to be like Mike.
I want to be Mike when I'm 30.
Yeah, I want to be Mike. I want to be Mike now. Actually.
Yeah.
I told him today. I was like, man, he's such an inspiration. I like, that old saying, I want to be like Mike. But it's so true when you see athletes like him and Bender and them that are in here, and they're just they are so consistent. Mm-hmm. But you see the results of, even just because we're getting older in age doesn't mean we have to just be incapable of doing anything. Like, they're able to still go do whatever they want. They're so active, and so it's not just about going to the games or even making it to the next level in the open. It's just about having quality of life. So, and those results, it works. Mm-hmm. So come give it a try. If you're listening and you've never tried it, come on, come drop in.
Yeah, so if you are watching Facebook, YouTube, wherever you may be watching, make sure you like, comment, and share. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Obviously, this is the last week of Friday Night Lights, but this is not the last video that we are going to post. So if you want to keep up with our content, make sure to follow us, subscribe.
Yes.
Follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, like the videos, comment on them. That way you can get as many notifications from us as possible whenever we post videos. So keep that in mind. So kind of going to this workout, this workout kind of leads into my next question because of what I like. What is your favorite movement?
Oh, geez. So surprisingly, I'm 6'4", and so this is actually pretty surprising. I love high-level gymnastics. I never did that. I played basketball in school, and we did typical, your typical high school sports workouts, things like that, free weights. I never did any kind of gymnastics in school. And when I got into CrossFit, I fell in love with anything on the rings, the rig, handstand push, anything that is high-level gymnastics. So I would say probably muscle-ups is my favorite, because it's just one of those things I literally never thought I would be able to do, and I couldn't do it for the longest time. And so I absolutely love muscle-ups. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah, I do love me some high-skill gymnastics movements as well.
So good.
Kind of leading into what this workout is ascending weight ladder of snatch. I really wanted to get to the 185, 225-pound barbell just because that's like my jam.
Oh, yeah.
Snatch and handstands. I really like handstand push-ups. It is one of my favorite movements. Again, pull-ups, chest to bar, any ring movement. I love it. But yeah, as Steven says, he's 6'4". I'm not quite that tall. I'm obviously 6'3" for anybody that's ever met me. I'm 6'3", 160, ready to do some gymnastics movements. No, I'm 5'8". I'm like the perfect height built for CrossFit, but I love me a heavy barbell. Anything that has to do heavy cleans, I'm all in. Heavy snatches, I'm in. If this would have been I like the buy one thruster last week. That's probably been my favorite workout.
That was
obviously.
good, yeah.
If you ever look at my open performance, you can tell that I'm not a body weight guy based off my 23.2 A score, and definitely a lifter based off my 22.2
No doubt.
B score.
No doubt.
So, favorite movement, least favorite movement.
Got to be burpees, man. It's got to be burpees. I don't know what it is about those darn burpees, but they take a piece of my soul. I have tried everything I know to try to improve on them, and that's it. They're as good as they're going to get for me. They do. They just tax me, and I don't know why. I guess it's just probably such a long range of motion for me to get down and back up because I am pretty tall and long in terms of that. So I think that's it. But they are, those things. Like last week was a real challenge for me. It was.
I wish I could say that I was really tall and burpees were hard for me because I was too tall, but that is not the case. I'm just really bad at burpees. I can't stand burpees at all. Now, I will say, let me rephrase. My least favorite movement is burpees, over something.
100%. Great point. Yeah.
Regular
definitely.
burpees don't really bother me that much.
Yeah.
But anytime I have to get that extra
Probably
jump at the top,
box jump, burpee box jump.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be the worst for me if it was going to be. Yeah, that would be the worst.
Yeah.
For sure. Those are just really annihilating to me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that probably taxes me more than anything. You know, double under is one of those things that can be a little bit of a nemesis for me, but only usually when I get fatigued. So it's definitely those burpees. Yeah.
So we got Maddie cranking through her snatches
Yes,
right
she
now. We'll
is.
see
Look
if
at
she
that.
finishes these 9.
Get up there. Oh.
If you can hear in the background, they're trying to get these as many handstand push-ups as possible
go,
within this
Maddie.
small
Yeah.
window. And Maddie got
Just got
her
another one locked out.
snatches done.
Yeah.
So she, let's see, looks like she didn't get all of them.
She's got her husband Dylan down there judging her. That was awesome.
We got the MC, Mr. Josh Holt.
Our hype man. That's our hype man.
He wrecked the workout earlier. If
He
you saw it
did.
earlier.
Crushed that thing. So it looks like none of the athletes got past the 9-minute mark, but I saw a lot of them got into it and was doing some handstand push-ups, so that was pretty cool. I saw Riley doing those. I saw who else was doing those down there?
Matt Kinsley.
Matt Kinsley was. That's right. Yeah.
Jake Elkins. They were
So
all
Jake
trying
was.
to
Okay, so
attempt
a lot of
those.
athletes got into that place. That's really good.
All right. So another one. Favorite games athlete.
Oh, well.
Listen, there's gonna be
male
some
or female?
controversy here.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of controversy here.
I love Matt
go
Frazier.
first.
I love
Okay.
Matt Frazier. But he is not my favorite athlete.
Yeah.
Rich Froning is definitely my favorite athlete. I have a lot of Rich Froning's gear.
Yep.
I have his shoes and a couple shirts of his. And I follow the Mayhem affiliate program or the Mayhem programming. So I personally, he's my favorite. Just because I think there is a statement to say that, Matt did win 5 years in a row as an individual. But I think there's a lot more to say, hey, I won 4 years in a row as an individual and 6 years as a team. So a lot of people are going to say that Tia is the GOAT, Matt's the GOAT, the greatest of all time if you don't know what that is. But, me personally, I think Rich Froning is probably the greatest CrossFit athlete of all time.
Hands down, no question about it. And so I would echo. Aside from Lee Contreras, my favorite CrossFit athlete would be Rich Froning. No question, no question at all. I couldn't add anything to that. I love what he stands for. I just think he is what he's done to say, hey, I'm putting that aside. I'm going to pour into these other folks and do what he's done has just been really, really impressive. So love all that he's ever always stood for. And then so female game. Who's your favorite female athlete? Also,
Probably Sophia.
yeah, I can see why you would say that. That's a great answer.
That's right.
That
Hey,
was
hey,
solid
there
answer.
you go. No hesitation
Didn't
on
even
that
have to
one.
think about that. He's
No
like,
hesitation.
Sophia, what were you talking about? I mean, that's my only, no question.
Games athlete, I'm going to say the new face, Mal O'Brien.
Yeah, I agree with that,
I
100%.
think, obviously, Matt Frazier's the most dominant CrossFit athlete.
Yeah.
And I think that dominant male athlete, let's rephrase. Because Tia, I think, theoretically is the
Yeah,
most
true.
dominant athlete.
True.
But I think Mal O'Brien is a younger female version of Matt Frazier,
I
and
agree.
she's starting a lot younger than he is. So I think she has the potential
Yep.
to build up greatly,
Well said.
especially under his wing.
Yeah, she. I don't know if you guys watched the open
Don't go nowhere.
announcement workout, but just the other day, that was extremely impressive. She made a statement,
Yeah.
and she's been on the cusp of doing something great. I think this is her year. I love what she stands for. I would say she's not competing this year. The only person I would add up there that I really love, just her whole demeanor, personality, all that would be Haley Adams. She's not competing this year. She competed last year, and just her grit and heart. When
Yeah.
watching her, she did. I guess it was 2 years ago. They did a work. I guess it was Murph, or a version of Murph, essentially.
Are you talking about Athena?
Yeah, Athena. Thank you. And,
I think that's the name of it.
Yeah, I think that's what they call it. And so just how she grinded through that, she said a lot at her age, so that was a lot of fun. So yeah, those great answers, answers. If we can go back to what we said in the last segment about the Free and Lee and how Michelle's been bumped because of some things she said on social media.
It's a Stephen
I just
Lee
want to make
show.
sure that everybody's aware of what was said and the fact that she's been voted off the
All I'm saying is, me and Steven are also matching.
I don't know.
So,
And the green team is
I
the
mean,
greatest CrossFit team.
my
ever.
hair
So-
doesn't look nearly as good as his, but, you know,
so good.
we're
So
good.
good. Oh, hey, Shell. I'm sorry. Oh, you look at. Oh, there you. Oh, hey, whoa, hey. This is weird. Awkward. Sorry. Come on in here. Come on in here. Everybody, you are who everybody's been waiting for. They want me to get up out of here anyway.
So we got Michelle and a special guest who made an appearance on week
buddy.
1.
we
we got
We have a special.
we got Ruby
special
Let me tell you
interviewee.
back in here.
My other
Yes.
favorite CrossFit athlete right there.
That's right.
You guys don't know.
That is
She's
right.
amazing.
Hello, Ruby. How are you? Good. Good.
Hey guys.
Everybody was saying they like Stephen Lee better.
Oh
just saying.
Lord.
Just saying.
I mean,
Ruby, did you do the workout?
she worked out right beside me.
Did you beat her?
I am embarrassed
You
to
did,
say
didn't you?
that
You
I
did.
was
Got smoked. Got
trailing
smoked.
behind the whole workout. I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta go. Ruby's ahead of me. I gotta go.
What'd you think of the workout, Ruby? Did you like it?
Kind of.
Kind of. What was the hardest part?
Was it easy?
The push-ups.
The push-ups. You heard it here. I don't think I could do those push-ups, to be honest.
I don't think you could either. You're right.
So an interesting thing happening in this heat. We got Andrew Rape and Melissa Gomez
They're going-
going once again in
My
this heat.
gracious.
If I'm not mistaken, I think this is also the final heat.
I think you're right.
So Michelle, you got booted today. Let's just be honest. Definitely got booted off the.
Sorry, I had
the
to.
show.
I had to judge a few folks today.
Right.
So you know.
Well, me and Steven
Taste
already
what it
went
is.
through 90% of my questions I had here. So we'll ask you the next one, and Ruby,
Okay.
you can answer this one too. What is your favorite cheat day meal?
What is it for you, then?
Is it pizza?
Oh come on, there's gonna be something good.
Spaghetti? I like spaghetti.
What about Reese's? Reese's? Do you like Reese's candy?
What kind of food do you like? We're just gonna bombard you with questions.
What
while
do you
you're
like? Sandwiches?
here. Ooh, a good sandwich. Lee Hamby will
Oh,
really
sandwiches!
appreciate that.
My girl Lee, she knows
Yeah.
about some sandwiches now. You're right. You're right.
Mhm.
Man, I don't know what mine would be. Gosh.
I'm probably gonna have mine tonight.
What is that gonna be?
Anything at a restaurant. Let's
I'm
just be
gonna
honest.
say like a good like pasta, like scampi or something like that. That'd
You
be
think
good.
that-
Yeah, some
Yeah, some
breadsticks.
pasta.
Oh yeah, some good carbs. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. What you think? No?
I think mine's a burger.
Uh,
Like a good. Like
you know
a good
what?
Burger.
Okay, I would say a good turkey burger. I don't eat red meat, so not a burger, but like turkey, yeah, I could do that. That'd be good with some avocado on it and some sweet potato fries. That's a good one too. Do you like that, Ruby? A good burger and fries? Yeah, you do. So tell me, Ruby, what was your thought process going through this workout? Were you like, I'm just gonna go as hard as I can and as fast as I can to see how many people I beat? No?
As long as you beat Michelle, that's right. That's all that mattered.
Look now.
You smoked her.
She did. You smoked me. Good job. Give me a high five. That was awesome. You did good. I aspire to be like you one day, Ruby.
Me too.
I'm telling you.
I wish I could be your age. That'd be nice. You make that barbell look very
That's right.
easily.
You do.
Very
Throw it up
easy.
like a feather. Like a feather. It's not even fair. Not even fair.
Michelle, I have another question for
Yes. What is it?
you. This is kind of a deep one.
Uh-oh.
Who do you look up to, if anyone, at CFT? And I guess I'll answer this one too.
You go first.
Why do I have to go first? I have to think
Because-
about my answer.
That's why I said
I love
you go
that I
first.
said I'll answer it too, but I don't really have an answer. Josh actually asked me this question, and you know this is a hard question to answer
I know my answer.
because honestly, I look up to everyone because everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. And honestly, just everyone being here is an inspiration for me.
It's true.
I mean, as a coach and just as a person in general, an athlete, coach, and just a human, I look up to everyone here because they're in here trying to make their lives better and be better. So
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely say you're right with that. I definitely look up to everybody here at this gym. But that.
Piggybacking
Hold
off
on,
my
hold on.
answer.
I'm gonna add to it because I never in a million years when I started coming to this gym a few years ago would have thought that it would have become more like family than just like a gym, and that is the truth of the matter. I love these people here like family. On the daily, somebody that inspires me just to like go hard and be better, honestly, is gonna be your wife. She absolutely, myself, she goes hard all the time, and she's so strong, and I will never be that strong, but it definitely pushes me to go as hard as I definitely can. So that would be my answer for sure. Yeah.
She's going to have a big head after that one. Oh, Lord.
Oh, it's the truth. I'm sure most people would probably say that here in this gym. She's extremely, like, there's probably nothing she can't do, I'd say, workout-wise. I mean, is there?
We talked about this because I was really hoping they would put it in the open. Dumbbell squat snatch. She cannot do dumbbell squat snatches. What'd you say?
Really?
Are those your girls in there?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
that is my
they're
girls
probably
back
running
there.
around
Yep,
like
they are.
heathens.
They're dancing back there in the back.
Yeah.
They got their PJs on. It was PJ day today.
Nice.
So
Kind
yeah.
of jealous. There they are.
Yep, that's
The
right.
crew right there. Look at her. She loves it. She's
sees
smiling
herself on
because
the TV.
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually have this live
The other
stream
one's on
on
the
the
phone, she
TV
does.
outside of this, so they can see themselves on that TV.
I love it. I love it. Now, who is that doing the handstand push-ups right now? Oh, that's Andrew.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Even
Yeah,
Ruby knew
well,
who it was.
okay.
Mm.
I was having a conversation. I got it. He's trying to beat Skylar. That's why he's doing it again, isn't
Absolutely.
he? Yeah. That was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome to watch a minute ago. So, yeah, did a great job.
So,
Which one's Skylar?
He went a minute ago. He went the round before, but
Mm-hmm.
he's the only one to. What did he get to? What was
he got
it?
one snatch at 225.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah.
So another question. I have a lot of questions, just so you know. I may not ask all of them. Elena, I'm getting to your questions eventually. I'm just kind of scrolling through my phone because I have screenshots of all these
Oh,
questions.
there's your daddy.
Andrew's got 2 more
Oh,
handstand
man.
push-ups in the first round. You can see he's only 6.5 minutes in, so he is cranking these out.
Look, that is impressive.
He's already improved by what, 2 minutes on his pacing? Yeah, so a lot faster.
That's
on
just
this one.
impressive. Think about how much his body's already been through doing this one time, and now he's doing it again, and he's going faster than the first go round.
And it looks
I
like
would not
it's
do this
just
again.
him.
Don't blame me neither.
Looks like he is
can see your
all
little
he's the
girl back.
lonesome athlete out there.
Sure not.
Do we?
Oh,
Okay.
in the very back
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
I
I
see some
see him.
snatching.
I
Yep.
see him. You can see the people in the back behind the crowd of people.
Yep.
Still doing some snatches back there.
They surely
So-
are.
Alright,
That was
I can't
Skylar
see.
right there. Let's see.
So it looks like we got AC,
Yep.
Team Green, baby, representing the scaled team.
I think I'm tired of listening to this Team Green.
Oh, don't
Golly.
don't worry.
I
Hey,
mean, ugh.
just so y'all know, we're getting bragging rights prize this year for the winning team of Friday Night Lights.
I'm just
I'm
gonna.
scared.
We're gonna paint the entire team green. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all. So be ready. When you walk in on
Purple
Monday,
all the way, girl.
the team's
All the
gonna
way.
or the
What do you
gym's gonna be
want?
green.
Blue.
Oh,
You're on blue.
Ruby, you're killing me. They didn't put any blue sparkles on your face. See, I've at least got my purple sparkles. I'm gonna have to get on. We're gonna have to get on Girly because she didn't sparkle you out.
All right. You may not be able to answer this question, and I answered this question earlier. Tim, if you're watching, favorite past open workout? Mine was 17.3, because it was kind of a workout like this where you bought your time, and it had chest to bar and heavy snatch in it, heavy squat snatch. Let me rephrase. So it was a little bit different than this workout.
Man,
But that is probably one of my most memorable open workouts, and also one of the most fun open workouts I've had. So I did like that one. I also like the Diane workout. That was 21-15-9 of handstand push-ups and deadlifts. And then if you finish that, you go into,
but that was kipping.
yes.
Okay.
And then you go into 21-15-9 heavy deadlifts with a 50-foot handstand walk in between. I really enjoyed
Now
that.
that would have been fun. That would have been. I would have enjoyed that.
I know. I would have too. It would have been really fun. Really nice. So it looks like Andrew just finished up the snatch at 185. He is back to the wall for the handstand push-ups to see what he can get in this window here. So he's making these look pretty easy. We need to make sure them legs are staying in, though.
They have to stay inside the black.
They have to stay inside the hands. So he's on the cusp of it.
So if they go outside the hands, then it's a no wrap. He has to do it again.
In theory, yes.
Okay.
What?
In theory.
Yeah, in theory. Let's see. Kaylee, you said Michelle needs to educate me on some pop culture references. Michelle doesn't need to educate me on anything, because
Yes, girl. What do you want to know?
no,
pop
don't give her
culture-wise?
anything. If we're
All
making
the
these,
things pop culture.
if we're making this a monthly thing, we'll
Lord.
get to that eventually, but it's not going to be within the next 7 years. Because I'm going to need some time to learn all this stuff before we get going on it.
Oh my god.
All right. Andrew's still cranking away at those.
Can't
We
do
still
any
got 2
dancing
minutes
or anything
left.
on here right now, or educate some dances.
Whatever. You can back up and start dancing back here, probably. We got plenty of room. All right.
Oh, Claire just
Oh,
walked
she
right.
sure did.
Obviously, these are going to be non-CrossFit related questions. This is just kind of personality questions. What is your favorite dinosaur? Ruby, you can answer that one too.
Oh, I know what
Do
mine
you have a
is.
favorite dinosaur?
No.
You know what mine is?
What is it?
The Velociraptor.
Mine
You
too.
want to know why? Because they will tear you up, and that is me. Boom. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I will. That's right.
Never mind. All right. I was going to say something, but I don't want it to come off mean, so I'm not going to say anything.
You better be nice to your co-anchor.
I'm very nice to
You're
you.
really my co-anchor, so.
No. I was in this day one, and you were not. So he's got 1 minute left. Let's see if we can
I
knock
know,
out
it
some
really makes me
handstands.
sad. There's so much stuff that's been missed out on.
What?
So many just missed opportunities for banter and all of these things that it took this year, waiting till this year
I
for
know.
the free and Lee show to
I know.
happen. I tell
And
you.
now it's going to be a thing. That's a bad thing. All right. Another kind of weird question, and I'll add on to this, but do you insist on your socks matching? Do your socks have to match when you put them on?
No. Mine
No?
don't.
I mean, I would
I have-
like for them to. What about you? What were you going to say?
I
She
have
does.
blue and green and pink and purple. I
A
have
girl
all
that goes with the
kinds.
flow. That's my kind of girl. Yeah.
I
Sounds
just
good.
have to grab socks. It's these I.
As long as they're clean, right? And they don't have a hole?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't need
But
toes
I'm
poking through a hole.
Yeah, I just
Nobody
got
wants
new.
that.
I just got new socks.
So
and they're
Andrew just
all white.
finished the
It feels so
workout,
comfortable.
but
They're
he's
like
just
the
going to
sock.
see if
I
he
love
can
it.
hit the snatch at 225.
Yes, yes. Oh, that's awesome.
And he hit one of them very quickly.
Yes, he
So if he
did.
were to get to that point, he'd be able to rock out those snatches for sure. I think that was a message sent to Skylar saying, hey, you better watch out on Monday because I'm coming for you.
Oh my gosh. Man, not a dry stitch on.
Uh-huh.
Not a dry stitch on.
All right, so going back to the sock question. As long as both of my socks are black, I'm fine with it. Unless I'm wearing crazy socks, then they have to match. But another question.
It's very plain Jane.
I never
when
wear crazy
you-
socks.
So I've seen your garage, so obviously this question doesn't involve anything to you.
My garage? What is that a hint at, might I add?
Yeah.
So, if you're watching, you can leave your answers in the chat as well. Whenever you put your socks and shoes on, do you do it the psycho way by putting sock, shoe, or do you do sock, shoe, shoe?
I do sock, shoe, shoe.
Yeah.
Sock,
That's the
sock,
normal
shoe,
way.
shoe.
All right. So if you do it any other way,
Yeah.
we're gonna pull you on the show, and we're probably gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't know if anyone. James, do you do sock, shoe, or do you do sock, shoe?
Socks and shoes.
All right, both socks and shoes. It's unanimous. Comment below if you do
I
it
bet
differently.
you I'm going to put money. Steven does sock, shoe, sock,
Listen.
shoe. I'm going to put money.
Also,
I'm going to put money.
I want
Nobody has more shoes than
this.
me.
This is gonna be
Impossible.
an ongoing thing, and if you get it right, I may get you something. I want you to guess how many shoes Steven has.
Oh, buddy.
And if you get the number right,
Ooh.
I don't know what it's going to be,
Guys,
but I'm going to get you something.
think like high numbers here, okay? Think like women's closet, okay? That's
James
what
Buxton,
we're talking.
both
That
socks
we're
and
not
shoes,
we are
yeah.
not even remotely like embellishing this.
Mhm.
So high numbers.
50.
Ooh,
50?
way low,
I
maybe.
mean-
Way low.
Yeah, he has a lot.
And okay, another question. So when you get new shoes, do you keep the box that the shoes come in the closet?
Absolutely.
Lee and Steven, weirdos.
No.
Or do you throw the box
No.
away
I
and put
keep
the
the
new
box.
shoes on the shoe rack?
No, you keep the box.
No, I throw the
No,
box
you
away.
keep the box.
Boxes are
I
cardboard.
keep
No.
my cleats boxes only. Like,
Well, so
When I play
why do you
soccer.
keep the cleats boxes only?
it's because I have to put them up high.
Oh, okay.
And I have little holes in
Does
my
it catch the
little back.
dirt? It catches
Yes.
the dirt. Okay, well that makes sense. That makes complete and utter sense. But just shoes that go in the closet that don't.
I got
No.
quite a few pairs of
I
shoe
take my
boxes.
shoes and I throw them in there, and then I close the door and I walk away.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't have to put them in the box, close the box, and walk out. I always just throw them in there, close the door, and go.
Oh, you heard it here, folks.
James Buxton. Keep the box. Thank you, Will. Thank you.
And of course, the man said that. Of course. Candace, do you keep the boxes for your shoes? Thank you. Thank you. You want to know why?
James?
Because she's a woman. No more clutter. No woman wants
James
any more
says
clutter
yes.
in their house and needs to be there. That is
yes,
trash.
See, he says yes.
Only
He says yes.
men say yes to the shoes boxes. That's it. Yes, shoes.
The shoes boxes.
Shoes.
Not the shoe boxes, but the shoes
I'm not an English
boxes.
teacher here, guys.
Oh,
okay?
we can tell.
I'm not an English teacher.
We can tell. We can tell for sure.
It's been a minute. Yes.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. So
I can eat lunch.
drop your comments below. How many
Looky.
shoes
I'm
Steven
gonna guess
has.
maybe this is a sponsor today. Maybe not. Okay.
It is a sponsor.
It is a sponsor.
Yeah.
Reese's. Thank you so much.
The best recovery in CrossFitWorkouts.com.
And rain.
There you go.
Nobody saw
Candace,
that.
you coming in? Come on.
We all think you are.
Yes.
I mean, sure. Why not? Here, you can sit right here.
It's nothing but a big
stand in the back.
family.
I'll stand in the back.
Sweet.
I got 17 phones here. So.
Yes. This. Do you want this? Do you want this thing?
Sure.
Okay. Wow. So that completes our open, our
Yeah,
Friday
that
Night
was
Lights.
awesome.
According to the fella behind me and all the jabber that I heard, there's no need in calculating up points. It's all about Team Green, is what I heard.
That's what I think.
But it's probably a good guess. That's all I'm gonna
I
say.
mean, I told them we were painting the gym the color of the team that won.
Ah!
So,
Oh, Lord.
Hey,
you
you
walk
should
in.
know you're only Team Green because I got y'all that color. Soph suggested it, obviously,
Absolutely.
because she knows.
Oh,
we
she
all,
suggested
everybody
what
knows
color?
it's his color. Well, you know Soph's team's gonna have purple.
Well, of
right?
course, yes.
But we wanted to hop on here really quick. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. If you are not subscribed to our channel, click it. We're gonna be putting up more stuff. Like we said, you can send us comments below this video, even after it goes off live. You know, when you go back and rewatch it, you can send us emails. You can send us Instagram, all the things, all the ways to communicate with us. Let us know what you want to see. We would love to make more videos for you, or maybe even do more live streams. Free and Lee are down.
absolutely.
Free and Lee down. I feel like we should get Ruby's her own show too. What do you think? Talk about all things. No?
No!
We'll do a segment.
I bet you can do it.
Ruby
my
says.
goodness.
Ruby says.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ruby says.
Yes.
But we want to thank you for watching. If you didn't get to see all of the coverage of this one, go back and check it out. We had a few athletes repeat within the same night. Big
impressive.
night, some big snatches hit. But like and subscribe, share it up, and thank you for joining us on Friday nights. This has been awesome.
It was good. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
So, see
Next
y'all
Y'all
come
come
Friday?
visit us.
Next Friday, same place, same time.
We'll figure something out, Free and
We'll
Lee.
see. I don't know.
Episode 4.
There you go.
We'll keep y'all on your toes.
There you go.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.